going up there next week.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Just for a couple of days.
Be nice.
Where's that?
That's Fernwood near Nottingham.
Oh, right.
Well, Newark, near Newark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I've been to Nottingham. Never been
Yeah.
there, though. I went to Milton Keynes a couple of weeks ago for
That's
a football
thrilling.
tournament.
You didn't go during the weekend, didn't it?
Yeah, a couple of
Right.
stabbings.
Ah.
It reminds me of somewhere in America. It's weirdest place.
It was creative, wasn't it? It was sort of-
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, do you remember the
In
advert?
town.
I wish I
Yes.
lived here with a little balloon.
Some bloke on a bike, wasn't there, with a fishing hat on or something.
Oh, there's a little kid in a car, wasn't it? Just looking out at all the roundabouts. Another roundabout.
Right, Kingsburg. We're playing with the expansion, but don't worry. There's nothing to be
I'm
ashamed
not worried.
of. Scared of. Right, so what you'll be doing. The goal of the game is to have the most victory points, right? So what you'll be doing, you'll be striving to be the governor with the most victory points at the end of the 5th year. This game takes place over 5 years. This is the course of a year. This is what's going to happen over the year. You've got spring, summer, fall, or autumn, and winter, right? So you can gain points by influencing the king's advisors with victory, getting victory points. This is the symbol for victory points, this flag. Okay. Or you can build buildings. This is where you're going to be building buildings. When you build a building, you'll be putting one of your little markers on the building.
Excuse me.
Right? Okay. Buildings can you see you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 levels. Right? They can only be built from left to right. Yeah. So you've got to build a level 1 before you build a level 2 before you build a level 3. Right? So you can't just say, "Oh, I'll build the church."
Yeah.
Right. At the end of each phase, there'll be at the end of each there'll be 8 phases. At the end of each year, there'll be a threat. Okay.
Like a plague or.
More like an event or a threat or an enemy. You'll be invaded by something. Okay. And this tells you in year 1 the threat is going to be 2 to 4. So you'll have to, up on the soldier track up here, you'll have to have more than or equal to 2 to 4, whatever it is. There are ways of looking at that, yeah, to beat the threat. If you don't, there'll be a penalty. If you go over the threat level, you'll get a reward. If you equal the threat level, you won't get anything, but you won't get a penalty, right? Okay. Right. So we'll just go through all the phases. This up here is the resources that you need to build buildings, but we'll get to that in a minute. These are all the blokes. You'll be rolling your 3 dice, and then you'll be looking at the numbers that you got, and you'll be assigning the dice to one or more of these personalities and taking the benefit. Okay. So the first thing you'll do, over here this is +2, so this will increase one of your dice by 2.
Right.
But these are expendable. Okay. You've got the turn order down here. The soldier track up here. This is military strength, and obviously you've got the victory points around the outside. Yeah. So the first phase, you've got 8 phases in each year. So you'll do this 5 times, and then the game will be over. Right. What you'll do, be aid from the king. Right. So we'll randomly determine the start order. If that's what you want to do. Right.
Gary?
Oh well.
Anti-clockwise.
Right. So what you'll do, you'll get aid from the king, okay? This won't happen in the first phase. Okay, so what you do, you look at the player with the fewest constructed buildings, amount of buildings, will take an extra die. They'll get an extra die. It's like a sort of a catch-up mechanism, isn't it? So if you've built the least amount of buildings, you'll get an extra die. If there's a tie, then the player with the fewest goods in their possession will get it. And if it's still a tie, no one gets it, I think. Yeah, so yeah, if there's still a tie, nobody will get the die, right? That's the first phase. And then you'll move on to this phase. And this is the first productive season, right? This will happen, I think, 3 times during the game. There'll be three productive areas here, phases. Yeah. So what you'll do, you roll all the dice that you've got, okay, and then the player with the highest amount of dice, I think, the player with the lowest total of dice will become the first player. The person with the highest will become the last player. But if there's a tie, then they stay the same, right? And then in turn order. In turn order, you'll take your dice and you'll place one or more of them on the corresponding number. Okay. So say if I rolled this, right, I'd have 11. So I could, if I wanted to, put on there, and then in the next round I'd get either 1 stone and 1 gold, or 1 stone and a wood, right? Or I could maybe, you can only place go onto one advisor at once. So I could do that, and then I can choose to trade in a gold for a wood and a stone, trade in, or I could go here, so
Is that 3 gold for wood and stone and
no,
2?
no, it's just gold.
Or you can go there.
Well, I could do. I could
Is
go
that what
there.
you said?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I could go there. Right. So you split these up. You'll do one, and then everyone will get the chance to visit an advisor. And once everyone's run out of dice, we move on to the next.
So you can make the dice up to the number you want. You don't have to use 1 dice per person.
No.
Right.
No.
Okay.
You could
Just whatever number.
do that if you wanted.
Yeah.
If you've got any of these, you can spend them and add them to 1 die. But you can't say add 1 because they're +2, right?
So if you want to put 2 dice down, you can still use those, can you?
Well, yeah. Say if I had one of these,
Yeah.
I could do that if I wanted to.
So they're worth 2.
But
only
can you
2.
use another dice with it?
Yeah, if I wanted to, I could do that if I wanted to.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You split
That's
them
what
up
I wanted to
anyway,
know.
but you can only visit one advisor
Yeah.
once. You can't
Yeah.
say, oh, I'm going to do that and I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
Right? The trick is, though, is that only one person can visit an advisor. So you say, I could, if I went there, that means that's it. It's blocked off from now on. Unless there is a way around that.
Right.
Okay?
Did you say you can only use one of those per thing? Or say you've got 3 and you wanted to add 3 to a die. Can you do that?
Don't
That'd be
know.
6
We'll
then,
get
wouldn't
to that. I'll probably
Yeah.
not.
Right,
A single
I don't know.
A single +2 token can be added to. So yeah, you can only do once.
Do one at
Yeah, yeah.
one at a time, right?
You can hold an unlimited amount, but you can only use one for each advisor. Right?
Right, okay.
Let's
That's
see if
fine.
this is working.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so that is. So yeah, so once everyone's run out of dice. Yeah, so you don't have to place dice if you don't want to. You can pass. So once everyone's passed, you'll move on to getting the help from the advisors. Yeah, so you'll go from 1 up to 18, and you'll take your dice off, and you'll take the benefit. Okay, and I will tell you now what the benefits are. Right, so the jester will give you a victory point. Right, so you do that. This will give you a gold. This will give you a wood. This will give you a gold or a wood. This one, the sergeant will let you recruit a soldier, so you'll advance 1 space on the soldier track, right?
Okay.
This one, like we've already said, you could trade in this row for this, okay? And he's the alchemist, so he'll change your gold into wood or stone or whatever. So the astronomer here will allow you to take a good of your choice, which is what the green bag means, and a +2 marker. The treasurer will give you 2 gold. The master hunter, or mistress hunter, should be, shouldn't it? Unless it's one of those androgynes. I don't know. Take a wood and a gold or a stone and wood. This one will allow you to move up 2 on the soldier track and take a secret peek at the top card on the threat deck, so you can see what's coming. Right. The swordsmith, you know what that means. This will allow you. The duchess will allow you to take 2 goods of your choice and a +2. The
So it gets better as you go on.
the champion will give you 3 stone. The smuggler will allow you to pay a gold piece in exchange for 3 goods of your choice.
That's a victory point, isn't it? You said?
Yeah, trade in a victory point
Oh.
for 3 goods of your choice. What did I say then?
Gold piece.
Oh, I'm losing my mind. So the inventor will give you that. The wizard will give you 4 gold. The queen will give you 2 of your choice, 3 victory points, and let you peek at the thing. And the king will give you all of that. Okay. So when all the advisors have given you their gifts, you return all your dice to the supplier, to your supplier, and any +2 tokens of white dice that are used will go back into the supply, right? So after you've done that, then you get the chance to construct buildings, okay? You can only construct one building, okay, unless you have this, which is the King's Envoy, and we'll get to that in a minute. This also, you've got this, it allows you to use an occupied space which has already been occupied, right? But we'll get to that when we get there. Okay, so what you'll do, you'll be able to build a building. You'll see the cost on your board of the building that you want to thing. So you'll trade that in. You'll get the amount of victory points displayed on that building, and it will give you a permanent benefit, which is listed underneath, right? So remember, you can only build left to right. You have to build level 1 before you build level 2, before you build level 3, before you build level 4. Okay.
On each row.
Yeah. So you've got to go from there. So there's all these rows are one type, and the columns are sort of levels. Yeah. So say if I built the inn, that would then allow me to build the market on subsequent turns, right? Okay. So you'll pay the cost, you'll take the victory points, and then that will give you that specific benefit.
Right.
Understand that? You can only build one unless you've got that envoy. Okay?
So this is where the coins come in then, you have to pay. Right, okay.
These buildings may be destroyed in the winter phase, so if you don't meet your soldiers' level, then maybe one of the penalties will be that you will have to destroy a building. And obviously the further into the years you get, the more tough the enemies are and the more severe the penalties are going to be, right? Okay, so what we do, we then move on to this, which is the King's Reward. So the player with the most buildings is rewarded a bonus victory point. See, most buildings, you get a victory point, right? Then we go on to summer and we do this again. We do all this and this. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Okay, and then we go on to the King's Envoy, which is here. And the player with the fewest buildings is awarded the King's Envoy. And like we said, this you can use this once per turn. Once you've used it, you'll chuck it back, and it will allow you to go on a space that's already occupied, or build 2 buildings on your turn rather than 1. Okay. And we'll go on to this phase. Which is another production phase. You'll do this again. Yep. Then you'll go on to here, and this will allow you to recruit soldiers. This is your last opportunity to influence the soldier track up here. So you'll pay 2 goods of your choice to move your soldiers up 1, right? Then you'll go on to winter, and then you'll have a battle. So we'll reveal this, and on the reverse of this, it tells you the strength of the enemy. It's going to be between 2 and 4, okay?
Oh, so you're not battling each other?
No.
You're battling an imaginary...
Yeah, like goblins, orcs, or whatever's in there.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So the king will, what you'll do, you roll a dice, and that's how many troops the king will send you. So you will adjust your thing by 4. Everyone will move up by 4 because the king will send that many troops. So you look at what you've got. If you've beaten it, you'll take the reward. If you've got the same, nothing happens. And if you've got less than the attack value, then you'll take the penalty on the card, right? And that could be losing a resource, it could be destroying a building, it could be losing 2 resources and destroying a building, depending on the strength of the fight. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's done. That's done in turn order. Okay, so the first player on the turn order must roll 1 die. Value of this die is not, yeah, so whoever's at the top will roll the king's die, yeah? Right, so yeah, so you may have to lose goods, you may have to have a building destroyed, or you may have to lose victory points, yeah? So once we've done that, the year is finished. You'll move the year marker down 1. Your soldier points are temporary, so they need to be built up each turn, right? Once we get to year 5, the game ends, and whoever's got the most victory points is the winner. And if there's a tie, then the player with the most building wins. And if there's still a tie, then it's a draw, right? And that's that. However, right, you do, if you want to play with this, you've got the option of being given 2 of these and choosing one, and then replacing the level of the cart of the thing with that. It's up to you. You don't have to play with this if you don't want to.
But you just cover them up.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you say if I drew this, it would have row E. I'll just cover that up, and it would give me a different load of buildings. But it's up to you. Do you want to play with this or not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Well,
Or would you rather just play vanilla
So
for the first game?
how do you choose those then?
You get given 2 at random, and you just choose one.
Oh, right.
If you want to just play with the standard one for the first game, it's up to you. I don't mind. Right.
does it make a lot of difference?
Eyes to the right.
Oh, don't start.
Do you have to use them?
No, you don't have to. It's a module in the expansion. It's up to you. Don't want it? No? Yeah? No? Yeah? No?
Yeah, why
Yeah.
not?
Okay, so there's your 2. You choose one and dump one. Choose one, dump one. Choose
You don't
one.
have to use it on there. You can just choose to use it, can you?
No, you have to.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
If you want
Oh,
to.
I see what you mean.
So
Right.
you look at the letter,
Yeah.
and that will correspond to the row. Okay? And they're not any, nothing's better or worse or anything, they're just different, okay?
Oh, the sources are
Is
all
that the
same.
cost?
In the circle, yeah.
Still the same, isn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Oh, some of them.
some of them are, some of them aren't. We'll say you don't have to use it if you don't want to. It's up to you. I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I will. Yeah, I'm going to do that one. Right. Am I going to swap that out? No, I'm not going to use it.
No, should we not?
I'm not going to use it. It's up to you.
Oh, I'll just stick with the basic,
Yeah.
I think. Just for the time being.
Yeah, or no? It's a tricky one, isn't it?
Is it B? Oh, right.
I will. That one. Only 'cause it's got a brewery on it and a vineyard.
It's on the right spot, yeah. Right,
See.
okay.
Right, so these are victory points, yeah?
They're
Oh.
building ones, things, aren't they?
You
You'll
put on
put,
this
when you build a
circle,
building, you'll put
when
them
you
over
build it,
the
you put
cost
over
thing.
Right.
You going to use it, Mumsy, or not?
So your victory
think so,
points, when you
no.
spend them, you basically
Yeah.
do battle.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is what when you build the building, that's the amount of victory points you get. It's not
Yeah.
how much you don't pay that. You just pay what's in the circle, and you
Ah,
gain the
right.
victory points. Yeah. Right. So you're going to get some. You're going to get some governors now. So you'll get 3 governors. You'll choose one, and that will give you a permanent ability for the rest of the game. Yeah. Right. Governor.
you choose one.
Yeah. Choose one.
I did like the governor in Walking Dead.
Oh, yeah, he was good. I haven't watched the last 2 series of it.
It's
I'm-
Prince.
It's got a bit silly now.
Probably my grape and blackberry wine bubbling away out there.
Grape and blackberry, that's
Yeah.
what it sounds like.
Don't want that one. Ooh. That one. We'll have the damsel. Damsel. Right, it's up to you to remember to use your thing. There's no take backs for that, so you can't say, "Oh, I should have had a free gold," or "I should have had." Yeah.
What does it mean by one opponent has influence an advisor of 14 or higher, gain 1 victory point?
Yeah, up here. So if anyone puts dice on any of these
Oh, right.
up here, then you'll get a victory point.
I'm gonna have the Duke of David Dickinson.
I won't have them.
Okay, what does he do?
In every productive season, after all influence dice have been placed, if no one has influenced the Duchess, you may move your highest group of dice from their current advisor to the Duchess, regardless of their value.
Right.
So I suppose, and then you get whatever she's
Yeah, it's a
got.
Duchess, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh, balls. Take that. I thought that was a Duchess.
No, it's a Queen.
I know what
Was that
one
your
I-
ones?
No.
Oh, did you put them underneath?
Sculptor was, no, it's at the top.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, Sculptor, I'll have that one.
Which one's yours then? What are you having?
The priest.
What does it do?
Don't we to reshuffle them?
No, that's it. We're not using them anymore.
Oh,
It's, when you roll a white production die and
Mm.
the final result is 1 or 2, receive 1 victory point. Before every productive season, you may ask for divine blessing. If you do so, players without white die obtain 1 white die for the upcoming season only, while other players gain 1 victory point. So that's quite a nice
Yeah.
one, isn't it?
Well, mine is at the beginning of every year receive 1 2 plus 2 token, and it says I can use several in the same season, but not more than 1 to influence a single advisor. I was just wondering.
What does that mean?
I was just wondering if that affects who you can use the things.
So my daughter's thing started.
Mm,
It's all broke.
Year, isn't it?
Carmen's had a cold.
Where did I see that then?
Daniel said Andrea's got a really bad cold. She started a new job this week
Oh no.
with a heavy cold.
Oh. Loads going around. I reckon it's to do with
Yeah.
that flu jab, you know.
Well,
It's
you
not
had a
good
flu
enough. I
jab.
don't like
No,
them.
I haven't.
No.
Don't like 'em.
But it just seems like when the flu jab comes around, everyone's got colds or sniffles or.
So you can only use one of those plus 2 tokens per season to a die or die group. Which the season is like, yeah,
Just the once.
yeah. So you see, they're split up by these rows here.
Yeah.
I can use more than one because I've got the damsel. Yeah.
I've got, at the end of every year, receive 1 building thing. When building, I may spend the building thing as if it were gold.
Stoned.
Yeah.
As if it were gold. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah.
Philosopher. In every productive season, if your dice total is 10 or less, you may re-roll them all. If the new total is lower, you gain a victory point. You may activate this power only once per season. I always roll crap dice.
Right, so what we do every year, I think it's every year, we reveal an event as well, which may or may not, well, it's a destiny card, it says. So, beginning of phase 1 of each year, we turn over the top of the book. Right, so this is the first destiny. The king is sick. The king, number 18, cannot be influenced. If in a previous year the king was sick already, the king dies and the game ends immediately. Well, we're not going to do that.
What?
We're not going to do that because that's ridiculous. Right, so new gold mine.
Partway through,
Yeah.
isn't it?
At the beginning of each productive season, roll 1 die with a result of 4 or more. Each player receives 1 gold. Right? Okay. So that will happen 3 times.
At the
So
beginning of the
there, and there. Everyone's going to receive a gold if we roll 4 or more. Right?
Are they seasons as well down there?
That's a productive season. 2, 4,
They're
and 6.
seasons, yeah.
Right. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're not going to do this because nobody's got any buildings, right? So, oh, hang on. If there's a tie, does everyone get something?
What are these?
They go when you buy one of these. They go
Oh,
over
okay.
to say
Yeah.
you know which ones you've bought.
Right, okay.
Right. Because everyone's tied, everyone receives a single good of their choice. All right.
Straight away.
Yeah. So in turn order, I suppose. Mummy, what do you want?
You have a gold, I suppose.
Right.
I don't know how hard they are to get hold of.
Yeah, we would. Oh, sorry, it's not me, is it?
What do you want?
Oh, you picked, have you?
Yeah.
I'll have a wood. Purely because I don't know.
Did you say you
wood.
wanted?
Right, so we move on to the next phase, which is the productive phase. So everybody will roll their dice.
I'm going
Include
to
that
ask for
then.
divine blessing.
What was
Does
it
that
again?
include that then?
What?
So in every productive season.
Before every productive season,
Mm.
you can ask for a divine blessing.
Yeah.
If you do so, players without white die obtain 1 white die for the upcoming season only.
Players without a white die.
Yeah.
Okay.
And those who haven't got a white die get a victory point.
Sorry, what?
What other players receive a victory point. So if you've already got a white die, you get a victory
You
point.
can only do that once, so.
Before every productive season.
You may ask for a divine blessing.
Mm.
If you
Well, we're doing that now,
Yes,
aren't
move
we?
finger. If you do so, players without white dice obtain 1.
Mhm.
The upcoming season only, or other players gain 1 victory point. Oh, that's up to you.
Yeah, well, if I don't, I've got to wait till summer.
When you roll a white productive,
Read it.
when you roll a white production die, and the final result is 1 or 2, you receive. Oh, okay. Do you want to do that then?
Well, I have to, won't I? Because it's the start of the productive season.
So everyone
If
gets.
I don't use it, I lose
Is that just
it.
like an extra dice then?
Yeah.
There's 3 seasons.
Yeah, before
Right.
every productive season, I can use that.
Right. So it's
That's handy.
basically we're gifting somebody else some stuff. So that's
I'm
you.
a
But-
priest, you see.
Right. Okay,
I've
so.
got a productive season as well.
Oh yeah, we've gone on.
It says if your dice total is 10 or less, you may re-roll them all.
Right.
If the new total is lower, you gain 1 victory point.
There's me, a victim of my own rules lawyering.
Mm.
Is that I should have got one of those, but I
What?
didn't. 'Cause
One
it
of
says at
what?
the beginning of every year, receive a +2 token.
So I do that when you even started, yeah?
Yeah.
Nothing's changed. I did say no takebacks, didn't I?
Yeah, but we
We
haven't
haven't
even
started
started.
yet.
We've just got
You
one
haven't even had
dice.
your turn yet, have you? So,
Okay, everyone roll dice.
what, all of them?
Yeah. So the highest roll goes last, and the lowest roll goes
What,
first.
total?
Yeah. So
6, 10,
15.
what do you get?
14.
Okay.
16.
16, 17.
And last.
15.
Yeah. So I'll go last. What do you get?
15.
What do you get?
16.
16. Yeah. What do you get?
I got 14.
Right. So that stays the same then.
Oh,
As
right.
are we. Right. So, Barbara, you get to place your things out
Excuse me.
first.
Oh, crikey. I just
Place my
picked
what
one.
out first, sorry.
I remember what I had. I had 16, didn't I?
Right, okay, so
What's this again? At the beginning of each production phase, roll 1 die. We didn't do that, did we? So we should do that really.
what's that for?
On a roll of 1, a result of 4 or more, each player receives a gold. So have
Oh.
some of that.
Tell you what, this is just give us all everything. Game,
Oh
I'll
dear.
have all of it.
Ooh, that means I can have a
You take it
statue.
away.
I could buy a statue.
Hmm?
Got 2 gold.
Have you got
Yeah,
3?
not yet. You can't though.
Oh,
You'll put your stuff out. Come on,
what stuff's this?
your
Sorry.
dice. You'll put your dice out.
Oh right, okay. Hmm. Oh, dear, got a calculator on now. 10. So that's 8. 6. 10.
Okie dokie. Julie.
What's this? What's this
Just
little one?
lets you peek at the.
Oh,
Does it go round until we ain't got no dice left?
Or you can pass. You don't have to
Oh,
put your dice
okay.
in.
So you only get these things at the end of the season or the end of the year.
Once everyone's passed, then we go from 1 to. Well, it's not going to be 18 because Oh no, you can go there, but you go 1 to 18 and you will take your dice off and you'll get the reward. Alright. Gary, what do you want to do?
Can you see it all right if it's upside down? Yeah.
Just basically looking at the icons, aren't you?
It's got to be on the exact number.
So I could use all 4 of mine.
Yeah, if you want to, yeah.
Yeah.
Okey-doke. Mate. I could block you off then, couldn't I?
Sorry?
See, that's going to have to go on a 4.
Yeah.
Someone else can't go on that then.
No, not unless you've got this thing.
I ain't got none.
Matt.
Yeah. I'm losing the internet connection there. Sort of limited. So where I can go. Seven, 5's gone, isn't it? You got none left?
No. You're stuck now, aren't you?
Poo.
You haven't got an extra one yet then? You've used that?
Yeah.
What, you used your token?
Yeah, so I can't do that, so I pass. So can we go there, so I get a victory point. Yellow
3.
gets 1 gold. Green gets a gold or wood.
I have the gold.
Yellow gets to move up 1 on the soldier track. You can trade in whatever you want to do. Gold for 2 there.
I might go for wood and steel.
I'll get, that goes away. I'll have 2 gold. Up 2 and you get to peek at that.
How exciting.
1, 2.
What's that?
Right.
Oh.
And then Gary gets 4 gold. Do you know what that means? So the strength is up here, and then this is the blue bit is the benefit, the other bit is the penalty. Okay?
So strength is what you've got to have.
You've got to match it or get more than.
Right,
if you
okay.
get more than, then you get the benefit.
Right, okay. Right.
Right, so we move, we can now build a building in turn order. We can do that, so it's up to you. You can build 1 building if you want.
I think I'll have a statue,
Okay?
which is 2 gold.
Right.
I'll pop it back in there, do I?
Yep.
Yep.
Cover it up with one of your markers, and then you get that benefit.
It's
Unless
3
it-
victory points.
Yeah, 3 victory points, and unless it gets destroyed. And the sawmill, or statue, you're going to reach productive season. If you have rolled the same number or all of your dice, you may re-roll one of them.
You've got there's a lot to remember, isn't
Yeah,
there?
I know. Yeah.
You could easily miss something.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's it.
So no take backs.
No. Right.
It's me.
Yeah, do you want to build a building?
I'm going to do the guard battle.
What's that?
Where is it?
Number 1D.
Oh, you put an extra, you put this thing on it, did you? Oh, a guard tower.
Guard. Wait, what did I say?
Guard.
Say?
Guard
Battle.
battle.
Oh, it's because I've been +1 in battle. That's why.
So you get a
I
victory
get a
point.
victory point.
Yeah, and it gives you +1 battle.
Mine,
Hmm.
I'm going to build a statue.
Oh, does that go back now?
Statue. Okay, and I will build a.
Do you get 3 victory points then?
Yeah,
Gary?
if you build a statue, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'll say.
I'll build a statue as well then. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So that's that. We move on to this. So whoever's got the most buildings gets a victory point.
We've all got one, haven't
Yeah.
we?
So how does that work?
Are you allowed to build more than just one then?
If you've got the King's Envoy, then you
Oh.
can. Yeah.
Who's the King's Envoy?
Yeah. You get that if you've got the
Oh.
least amount of buildings.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you
Put
want
it up
another
there.
drink?
Yeah, go on then, yeah.
Man's feeling
Pushes
cold.
down there.
Right. If there's a tie, all tied players receive 1 victory point.
Ooh, that's nice.
Everyone's built one, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kingsburg there. Oh, so it's a player who has the least amount of buildings. Problem is, if everyone builds 1 building each round, how do you get more buildings than another person?
There must be something else you can do where you don't do that, or maybe they haven't got the goods
Hmm.
to do
As
it.
as it goes up, it's harder to build,
Yeah,
isn't it?
Mm.
So you might not be able to.
Yeah. Right. So that is nobody gets this. Or if there's a tie, no player receives the marker, right? So no one gets it. So we move on to another production phase.
Right, and that's hang on, let me just double check this.
Productive season.
Right, so that's not a phase, is it? Is that the same thing? Production
Yeah,
season.
production season.
So we do it again? What I don't get with these white dice is, if you got to put them back every time, how do you get to keep them then?
You
'Cause
don't
it
get
says,
to keep them. They're
it says if you
temporary.
haven't got one, but if you do,
Hmm.
you get a
Yeah.
victory point. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
what I'm saying, you don't have to roll them, but if whoever's got the least amount of buildings, let's just have a look at the priest.
Check that out.
Yeah, it
Because
seems a bit
otherwise
weird that
everybody's
you-
going to have no dice every time I bring this card up.
Priest. Where is it?
Yeah, and for other players who don't receive dice, gain a victory point. Does not
Yeah.
make sense at all.
You get one. It just seems odd that you'll get that 3 times in a thing. So
Well, it says here, before every productive season.
does the priest's card go first before every season? Give 1 die.
Is it just repeating what's on the card? Carmen liked doing her seed picture on Sunday.
Did she?
Yeah, she
I
really
put it-
enjoyed that.
Put it away.
Yeah.
I stored it away. So
She wanted
Yeah.
glittery feet.
I saw that. Yeah. Bless her. She seems to enjoy it. She's
Yeah,
like
yeah, she does. She follows me round everywhere.
When she goes to school, she's like goes straight to her key worker. Yeah, she's like,
That's it. I looked down there, she was.
bless her.
And she
loves
did
it.
her lettuce seed. She liked doing that as well.
Yeah, she likes getting interaction. productive.
Yeah.
Just getting Matt into board games today.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't really sort of say anything about the priest.
Well, that's what it says, every productive season.
Yeah,
So-
mine says it in every only if I roll 10 or less. Have you put your heating on yet?
I haven't.
We
Jodie
haven't.
has.
Alright. White dice
I
don't
haven't
count
asked
towards
him to
turn
be-
orders, so you have to
gets
remember
cold
that.
now.
Oh.
Sorry, say that
again.
White dice don't count towards turn orders, so you have to remember that when you roll them.
What I don't understand is, how do you hold on to a white die then, if people who've got one get a victory point instead of a die?
Oh, is that if you don't use it? Because you can
Mm.
hold dice back, can't you? So if you don't use it,
Oh,
and
right.
then when you use that card again, the person who doesn't put it out,
Oh, right,
the next
okay.
round, I assume you get a victory point.
Yeah, so we all get a white die then?
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
Seems a bit
issuing a blessing.
seems a bit powerful, doesn't it?
Bit what?
Seems a bit powerful. At the beginning of each productive season, roll one die with the result of 4 or more. So yes, everyone gets another gold.
Whee!
Yeah, you're rude.
Make that
Thank you.
drink quickly.
So, and if I roll a white die and it's 1 or 2, I get an extra victory point as well.
Yeah.
So that's quite a handy card to have,
Go
isn't
on,
it?
you roll it.
What, all together now?
No, roll with the thing for your victory point.
4.
Go and get one then. Was it at the beginning of every year? Julie's one was a productive thing as well, wasn't it?
Yeah,
What was that then?
I can't remember.
In every productive season, if your dice total is 10 or less, you
Oh,
may
yeah.
re-roll them all.
Right.
But we haven't rolled them yet, have
No.
we?
Is this all 4
Yeah.
we rolled? Yeah.
Just want to see if we have to redo turn order. Probably not. There's 4. Yeah, we do. Right.
So
Do you
that,
roll?
if I roll that now, it doesn't count to that.
As
It
you
says,
mean?
it says when you roll a white production die. So is this what all these are
You
meant
just got that for that, though, haven't you?
Yeah,
So you
okay.
roll these, add the total of your coloured dice, but don't add your thing, and that's the turn
That's your
order.
turn order. Right.
18.
Without the white.
Without the white dice.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
13,
13.
13.
Shall I roll your dice,
14.
Julie? Your...
Oh,
14.
no. Did you hear that?
You don't want to be the lone rolling my dice.
Oh, thank you.
What, you got work tomorrow, have you? Oh, right.
Yeah, we're up at 4. Cares.
Who cares?
Rock and roll. Yeah, it's alright because I've got to go to Southampton first, so I'll just be sat there like.
Yeah. What route are you on tomorrow then?
Change the subject. Same old. I don't like talking about. I don't like talking about the torture chamber.
10, 12.
You never know who's listening. Yeah, who will listen in the future. What'd you get? 12?
12.
So I got 13. Gary got 13. Don't add your white die.
14.
Sorry?
Don't add your white die to for the turn order.
Right, so you
7.
So you can re-roll if you want,
Yeah.
can't you? You got under 10.
Oh, right. If the new total is lower, you gain 1 victory point. Oh.
What'd you get?
12, 15.
15. So what'd you get?
14.
So Julie is now the Don. You got 14, we got 13, so that stays the same. Right. So now we, in that turn order, we then lay out our stuff. So Julie, you got, oh hang on. I rolled it, right, so the statue allows. Well, it just means beginning of each thing. But we didn't do that, did we? So you just look at your buildings just to double check.
It's on all your die.
Yeah, we built the statue, so
I've got
if you roll
2.
all of your.
I've got 3,
Yeah,
7, not all of them.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Your. Okay.
Right, Julie, where do you want to place your dice?
Ooh.
Julie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Where is it? Oh, okay.
Scary.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on, that's not right. It's the highest goes low, goes last, so you have to take that back.
Sorry?
The highest goes last, doesn't it? Remember?
Are you sure?
Yeah. That's how it goes. Sorry. Yeah, highest goes last.
Oh, so I went
Yeah,
I
first.
thought there was no turning back.
Yeah.
Well,
we
that
don't-
would have that's one rule, isn't it? That would have messed up. So
Gary's like, now we know what other people want now.
we know what you're doing.
Oh, God, I wasn't expecting that. Go there. Whoop.
6.
Nightmare. Me?
I'll do what I did before, I think. It's a pain in the neck, this is.
A bit pointless, wasn't
Move in.
Yep.
Never mind.
It's that wine, is it?
Yeah.
It's constant, isn't it? Come down this morning, it's just smelled like a brewery in the kitchen. All the gas.
How much does it cost to make like a demijohn then? Of
What, 5 litres?
yeah.
For 5? Yeah. Not a lot. No. What does it cost? About the yeast is about £5, but that does 2 batches. 20 does about 50 litres.
Yeah.
So you need that. 5 kilos of sugar, which is £3. Fruit.
Yeah.
And you can get that for free, can't you? If you go over the shore, you've got blackberries for nothing.
Yeah.
And the equipment, once you've got the equipment, you do whatever. It's about, I don't know, what, about 10p a litre? 10p a bottle? 20p a bottle. Depends on what you want to do. I mean, that mead I made probably costs a little bit more because it's about
Yeah.
150 for a pound of honey.
Yeah.
You need £15. But yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, it's worth doing.
Especially if you're an alky like me.
Well,
Or is it?
6 was it me
I
now?
just enjoy making it. You know.
Yeah,
It's
you.
just-
Is it your mum?
yeah.
Yeah, then me. I'm gonna pass.
Put it down there.
Yep.
Okay, so you get that back. You get wood. Whose was that?
Mine.
It's got to accompany a die.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
Otherwise, you don't
sorry.
know whose it is, do you?
Right. I have to pass them
Yeah.
on that.
Yeah, white dice.
Okay.
Oh, you can't just have a white dice
No,
all the
because
time.
otherwise you. Yeah, so no. Let's just double check. Yeah, you can't influence an advisor using only a white die or +2.
Mhm.
Okay, so this one, up one on the old thing. You can trade.
Yeah, I'll have a gold. Actually, yeah, I'll have a gold for. What was it? A brick and a wood.
Well, you get 2 gold.
Mhm.
Gary, which one do you want?
I'll have a brick and a wood.
Have that white die.
Brick and a wood.
Using it.
Yeah.
Brick and metal.
Oh, stone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Stone.
I didn't use it. Do I
Stone
still
and
that.
keep it?
No. Your mum
Oh,
keeps
hang
it.
on.
doesn't she?
Yeah.
Good little round there.
Yeah.
You've got 2, don't you? And you get a sneaky peek.
Yeah.
And I'll do mine, which is 1 of each.
Right, so that's that. So now in turn order, we now get to build 1 building and 1 building only.
Right. I am going to build a chapel.
Mm-hmm.
3 gold,
5 victory points.
1 stone.
So at the beginning of each productive season, if the total of your dice is 7 or less, you may re-roll all of them.
Yep.
I'm going to build that's rubbish. Really got to build something, because otherwise Gary's going to get the old envoy. So
How'd you get the envoy again?
if you've got the if you've got the least amount of buildings, ooh, I'm not going to build nothing. Do you want to build something?
I can't.
Can't build nothing.
No.
Why not?
I've only got gold.
What if it's a draw then?
Well,
Neither
then
of you get
No
it.
one gets it. No.
2 for a statue. Get 3 victory points.
3 victory
Yellow.
points. Do you have to give up the white die at the end of the round? Or if the-
I can't see why, because otherwise it's a waste of time having a priest card.
Yeah.
Only if you use it, I would say. Yeah. If you use it, then it gets given up. If not,
See, I don't have to use this blessing. It says you may ask for, so I don't have to do it every time.
it's good if you do it every time. Though.
If you lose victory points when you're defeated in battle, you must move the tokens. Right. Turn the enemy card to the box. doesn't say anything.
Mm.
Right, so where were we? We've done all that. Everyone's constructed all their buildings, right? Or not. Move on to it. So the player with the fewest things gets the King's Envoy. If nobody is a tie, no one gets it. Is that right?
Can't split it in half.
Unless we throw a dice or that.
Yeah, no player sees it, right? So we move on to the next one, right? You're going to activate your thing.
I will. So if you don't have a white die, you can now have one. I don't know how you get one if I decide not to do this.
You don't have to do it.
No, but how do you get a white die?
You don't.
You don't, you
No,
just
I
go
don't.
without.
I've already got
You've
one.
already got one, haven't you?
Oh,
Yeah. So do you want a white die?
Well, yeah.
And because we've got one, we get an extra victory point.
Sounds a bit too overpowered to me.
Well,
And it says here, at the beginning of each productive season, if we roll a die and it's 4 or more, we each get a gold.
Hey!
and then I can roll a white production die, and if it's 1 or 2, I get another victory
Oh,
point.
Did you take your gold?
Is
Yeah.
that my extra one?
Yeah.
Probably be number 6. 2! I get another victory point. Yay!
Right. You done with that? Oh yeah, you're one.
Have you put me up one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my ties. That's what I
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was it 10
Right.
or less? I'll re-roll them again.
Yeah, don't count your
No.
thing though.
Yeah, I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh,
And if it's lower again, I get
12.
12.
11. Gary got 10.
Yeah.
Right, so
10.
you'll go first, I'll go second,
Again?
12.
and then that's, what do you
Yeah,
get?
I've got 12.
That stays the same.
Oh.
Right.
Right.
Is that in, yeah, that's not including the white dice, is it?
Right.
Cats and bats.
So altogether I've got...
What's this again? These are...
That means you can choose what good you want.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Right, so it says you can only use 2 white dice in the same dice group. Okay. Only if that group includes at least 1 coloured die.
Say that again.
You can only use 2 white dice when placing in one group.
Mm.
So if you've got more than 1 white die,
Mm.
then you can only use 2 in one placement.
Right.
Yeah, that's going to mess people up. Oops. Mummy,
Mhm.
what are we doing?
I'm looking.
Where did you go? Over there.
My go?
Mm-hmm. pass and pass.
Mhm.
Right, so I get a gold. You get wood.
Mhm.
Do you want wood or
Gold.
Swapsies.
Then I'll swap a wood for a gold and a brick. Or stone. Yeah.
Which one do you want, Mother? You get one of them.
I'll have a stone.
I'll have a stone and a wood. Okay.
I might have a stone.
Right, I'm gonna have a weave. So Gary can decide what he wants to build.
Right, I'm going to build a church. Which is 3 gold,
1 wood and 2 stone.
1 wood, 2 stone, and that gives me 7 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Flying ahead.
Yep. So, blue, that's Matt. Matt's colour. Actually, I like it. Like this game. It's simple, but you have got to think.
Yeah.
haven't
You've got to have good memory, haven't you?
you? Yeah. So I've got +0 in battle becomes +1 versus demon.
Oh yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't mind, didn't I? I've got to do all after me. That's why this tea goes through me.
Right, your go. I've built a church.
Okay. I better do something. Build a chapel. Gives me 5 victory points. Right, okay, it's nothing really, is it? Mother, you building?
Yar. I'll have a guard tower, I think. 1 and 1 stone. And I get 1 victory point.
Okay.
And it's +1 in battle.
Righty-ho.
Is that any battle, I guess?
Well, yeah, this.
That doesn't go up there, then, does it?
No. You just add it. Just wait for Julie to have a poo.
So these here,
Mm.
they're like +1 in battle plus, are they?
Yeah.
So if you've got that one and that one, is it still just 1 in battle? Was it 2? 2 in battle.
They're
Oh,
cumulative.
right. Oh, okay. Interesting.
What are you building, Julie?
Yeah. I might build a chapel. 3 gold and 1 stone. 5 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is that it? Okay, so we go on to this phase. We're on still on the first year. Yeah, right. So everyone internally, you've got the opportunity to buy soldiers for 2 goods. Any goods?
By soldiers.
1 soldier.
Yeah, for 2 goods.
Oh, right.
No.
You've got no soldiers, so you won't get a penalty.
Oh, there's not another build phase, is there?
No.
Yeah, I will then. 2 wood for 1 soldier.
Okay. Let's go, yeah, chuck over there. Move you up one.
Yeah, I will too.
Hang on. It's not
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm
going
not
still.
going to do it. Go on then. You know what's there, don't you? You've seen it.
So do you.
Yeah.
How come you seen it?
Because I.
We got
Oh,
the.
right.
There's 2. Was it 2?
2 goods for 1 soldier.
Oh right, sorry. Right.
Not doing it.
Who's blue then?
Ah.
Me.
Oh, right.
It's going to be 2 to 4 strength.
Alright.
So because you're below, you're going to take the penalty. Right. Sure we didn't want to give up another 2 goods.
I ain't got another
Oh,
2.
Right. So we're on winter.
Dun, dun, dun.
And it's goblins. Strength of 2. Right. So if you haven't met it, Gary, then you lose a victory point. You lose a wood, a stone, and a building.
You haven't got any of those, so apart from victory points.
He's got buildings.
Oh,
It doesn't affect you because you're equal. You lose all of them.
Right, well, I haven't got no wood, I haven't got no stone.
You lose a victory point and a building. So it's got to be
Any
the,
building?
Well, it's got to be the building furthest that way.
So it's church.
And you'll lose that many victory points.
Do I?
Yeah.
It's quite hard, isn't it?
So it'd be 7.
Yep.
Yeah, because it wouldn't make sense if you just kept the
Yeah.
victory points. It wouldn't be fair,
So
would
what
it?
you think you're getting, it's been quite generous, hasn't it? They take back with that. Because if you don't get to see it, you haven't got an idea, have you? Of really what's.
If you have more than one building in your rightmost column, the building closest to the top is the one the enemies destroy. If you lose, destroyed buildings can be rebuilt in the future.
Oh, so you could build
Doesn't
it
say
again
anything
later.
about losing the victory
No, it doesn't,
points,
does
does it?
You must determine which building. The destroyed building will always be in the rightmost column. You have at least one building. If you have more than one building in the rightmost column, you must destroy.
Figures you could build that and get another 7 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it say anything about losing
Doesn't
victory
say anything
points?
about losing victory points, though, does it?
That doesn't make sense, though, does it?
Can you not find out? Well, we could all be in that position, couldn't we?
Destroyed. If you built the market, then the market would have been destroyed. Instead, since it's in the same column as the crane in a higher row.
I mean, we can't go making up our own rules, can we?
No.
It does say -1 victory point there, look.
Yeah, but if you lose a building, you must remove the corresponding building and adjust the scoring track accordingly. From that point on, you won't benefit from the destroyed
Move
building's
back,
powers unless you
Gary.
rebuild the building. Yeah.
Oops, oops, oops.
So there you go. Right, but
Right.
That's a big penalty.
we get the benefit, which is a wood. Okay.
So
We all
he
get
loses
wood.
an extra victory point as well, does he,
Yeah.
on there? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
We all get wood.
And
So
you did.
I know the next phase then.
Did you say you get a wood?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's going to be reset. So the next round is going to be 3 to 5. So you need to get.
Oh. Gets harder.
Between 3 and 5.
Yeah.
Right, okay, I didn't really understand that.
Yeah.
I put all my eggs in
Yeah.
one basket.
So
Right.
does this still play
That
then?
will be another
Right.
one will be revealed, right? So at the end of the thing, all these go down.
Excuse me.
So I may as well have just not even bothered losing my 2 wood.
Yeah, that's the gamble, isn't it? I suppose. Yeah. So we move this down to there. This goes back to here.
Right, at
Uh,
the end of every year, receive 1 brick, stone.
We've got some recompense then.
Right. At the beginning of every year, I'll get one of these. Right. Okay. Right. So we start again. So the player with the least amount of buildings will get an extra white die.
I've got 3 buildings.
I've got 2.
I've got 2.
I've got 2.
What is a tie? Does nobody? I don't think anyone gets one, do they? tie and you get a thing of your choice, don't you?
The what?
Oh,
Good of your choice.
Oh.
All tie players. Yeah, so we receive 1 good. I have a stone.
Oh, the stone.
Gary, what do you want?
I'll have a wood.
Right, so we reveal the next event, and it says striking workers. The cost of all buildings is now increased by 1 gold.
What?
So what? Yeah. Right.
So that's 2 wood. The palisade.
It'll be 2 wood and a gold.
So this one in battle then, you add that onto the score that we've just done, is
Yeah,
that right?
but it wouldn't have made any difference.
It doesn't. Right. What's
Yeah.
that say? Sorry.
What that would have meant though is you probably wouldn't have been in your interest to do that because you would have already had that.
Oh, what there?
Mm.
Oh, does that class as this then?
Oh, did you get that? So yes,
One in battle.
yes, you would have got a wood then.
Would I? Because I was on 2 anyway.
Yeah, so you would have had 3, so you would have got the benefit.
Did I get the wood?
No,
No, I didn't, did I?
it's up to you to remember that.
Yes.
No.
All right.
So what did you say about a palisade?
No, I didn't. No.
What about the palisade?
Did you say something about a palisade?
Yeah, I just
Oh.
said that would cost now 2 wood and 1 gold.
All buildings will cost an extra gold.
Oh right. Oh, that's this. It's a penalty
Yeah.
one now.
There's
oh,
everyone going,
right.
oh come on, there's abundance, a horn of plenty. It's
No,
like,
it's starting to bite.
Yeah. Okay, right. So it's now the thing phase, the production phase. So
Okay. So
You want to do your...
you're doing that, are you?
I'm going to
Do we
do
get
a
roll the
blessing.
dice for the order or
I think
something?
my mum's going to
no,
invoke.
you've got-
I'm going to do my blessing.
Oh, right, okay.
So I'll just have a victory point then, because I haven't got one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've
I've,
got one.
I've got
Do
a
it.
white one.
Oh, you want your victory?
It's just you then.
Mm.
You roll it then, see if you get an extra victory point.
You've got a white die.
Yeah, I've gave myself a victory point.
No.
Darn.
Right. Okay, so we all roll.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
4, 5, 6, 7 or less, and then I'll re-roll one, and if I get lower again, I'll get a victory point. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll get another victory point.
If you roll lower than what?
In every productive season, if your dice total is 10 or less, which I did get, you may re-roll them, or if the new total is lower, you gain a victory point.
What did you get before?
It was lower, 7 I think it
Well,
was.
you've got 8 now, so you don't get the victory point. You
Oh,
rolled higher
right.
than
Oh, I don't know, I can't remember.
yeah. Right.
I did. Can't remember. It was lower than 10.
Okay, so I've got 8, 10. What have you got?
14.
14. We got,
6.
right?
8.
So I'm last, am I?
Yeah. Did you get 8?
8.
Okay, that goes like that, right. So now we in turn order, put our dice out.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's going to be going for gold now, aren't they? With Henry Kelly.
Because that's quite a heavy one, isn't it? 3 to 5.
Yeah, it can make or break, can it? Julie.
16. isn't it?
I thought you might do that.
Not
Not yet.
yet.
Hold back.
See?
Oh, I can't do that on its own, can I?
No.
So it has to be that one.
Pass. Oh no,
Oh, it's
no,
Matt's
it's
go.
not my go anyway.
Can't really do anything, can I? Really? I don't really want to use that. Pass.
Pass.
Right. So you now get to build a building in turn order.
No, you've got to get your resources.
Mm.
first.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. So I get
I'll go gold.
1 gold, please.
No, it's me.
Now we go. From,
No, that's me.
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah. Yeah, sorry. This one. Gold or wood?
I would.
Up one on the soldier track there. You get a good of your choice and a 2.
Sorry.
You get a good of your choice and 2. I'll have 2 gold.
And Gary gets his
Oh,
4
I'll
gold.
have 4 gold, thank you very much.
Right. You get to build a building.
I think I'll have a chapel.
Mm.
That's 3 gold.
4 gold. Gold costs +1.
Oh yeah. Well, I can't have a chapel. Right, okay. I'll have a blacksmith.
Right.
Forgot about the extra gold.
Where's the blacksmith?
Yeah. And 2 on the victory parade, please.
Victory parade.
Parade.
I was going to do blacksmith as well. So that's 2 gold and 1 wood. And 2 victory.
Mm-hmm.
Me.
No, that's me. I should build a palisade.
No, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna build a guard's tower.
Okay.
That's 1 victory point.
So that's that, right? Everyone's built 1 thing. Okay, so whoever's got the most buildings will get a victory point.
Or 3.
Or 4.
You got 3.
I've got. Oh yeah, that's not. That's
3.
3.
Julie will get a free victory point. Right, so we do this again. You're going to invoke your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll have
Have a victory point. Julie, you want a victory point?
No, I'll have dice.
Oh,
Die.
yeah. Roll it.
Roll it, roll it, roll it.
4.
Okay, so we all roll our stuff. So I can re-roll these because it says 7 or less, right? 9, 12.
8.
Right, so you will be top.
Yeah, I should have got a victory point there because it says in every productive season, if your dice total is 10 or less, you may re-roll them all.
Mhm.
If the new total is lower, you gain 1 victory point.
Yeah, if it's lower than what you rolled previously.
Oh, it doesn't say that.
Right, so what
So
you got
I'm 8. Yeah.
what have you got?
11.
What have you got?
12.
And I've got 12. stay the same.
Right. So altogether I've got so I don't know.
It's a job to know, isn't it?
Well, we've done this wrong, haven't we? You've got to be, if you've got the lowest amount, yeah, that's right, you've got the lowest amount, yeah, that's right, okay, yeah. Forget it. Julius, your turn. What?
What's that? What'd you get for that?
2.
Bloody everything.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
Shall we go?
Ooh.
I'll make a complete balls up.
Still got another one of them. We do.
I'm trying to think.
Harry?
You've got 11 on there.
Can't, because
What?
I've only got a single, haven't I?
9. You've got 11 on there.
9, 10, 11.
It's 10.
Oh, is that 2, is that?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
There's a 3.
Right,
You want to put that on there?
yeah.
With your 2.
Oh. Does that come from? It's over there, isn't it? Right, okay.
Put your 2 on there, it'd be 10.
Sorry?
Put your 2 on there, it'd be 10.
Right, okay. I see what you mean. Yeah.
I can't, because I've only got that.
Mhm.
It can't go on its own.
It's down to me then. Is that it?
Yep.
Any more dice left?
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait, you should have gone up before me then.
I have to go on there, won't it? What do I want? I have to go on there.
Right. That's 13. Yeah. Okay, so I'll get other gold, please.
Is it your gold?
Yeah. You get to trade.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to trade?
I think I'll have trade a stone for gold and a wood.
Right, so Gary, you get 2 gold. You get to go up 2 on the thing, you get to peek at that. I have 3 stone.
I'll get 2 of my choice, don't I?
Okay.
3 victory points for Julie. She gets to peek at the card as
Sneaky
well.
peek.
take your dice back. Right. You all get to build a building, so Gary, if you want to build a building first. Is that your gold?
Yeah.
Oh. Doesn't make no difference. I don't want to build nothing.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He wants the doodah.
The doodah day. Julie, do you want to build?
Yeah. Improvised defences.
Okay.
Where's
That's
oh
one
that's
battle.
down there, is it?
Enemies of a strength of 5 or lower. Oh, okay.
Is it more?
Right, so that must mean that is a strength of 5 or lower, unless she's bluffing. Right, do you want to build?
I'll have a barricade.
Okay. I'm going to build a choich, which is 4 gold, 2 stone, and a wood.
I don't get this, like +0 in battle becomes +1 versus goblins, but when are you ever gonna have like a thing where that's even gonna ever be useful?
Because if you've got goblins, like, there's different types of enemies, isn't there?
Yeah, but
Zombies,
there's gonna
goblins.
be rated 3 or above, isn't it?
Yeah, it could be rated 3 goblins, can it? Zombies or whatever.
Yeah.
So it all depends that's where this comes in handy, isn't it?
Yeah, but they'll be rated 3, won't they? So
Yeah.
if you're 0 and you +1, it's still worthless.
But if that's goblins,
Yeah.
and it's say, I don't know, level 4 and you're at level 3,
Mm.
then that gives you an extra soldier, doesn't it?
Yeah, but it says +0 in battle. Where is
Unless it's a
+0?
Unless it's
specific
goblins.
enemy. Yeah.
So,
So if
it's
it's-
useless unless you're fighting goblins.
But there's a zombie one as well.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, I'll get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or there's one with strength lower than which
Yeah.
you've just done, haven't
Yeah.
you?
Okay. Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay. So like this one here, the church, +0 in battle, but if you're fighting demons,
Yeah, you
then
get
it's
an
plus,
extra.
yeah.
So if you're on 3, it'd be 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
just me being totally stupid.
sorted.
I think so.
Right. So
Look at that.
whoever's got the lowest amount of buildings will get the envoy, and that's Gary, I believe. You've got 3,
Yeah,
right?
I've got 3. Yeah.
Right. So that will allow you to either go where somebody else has gone.
Or go the same place twice.
Yes. Well, you can't go to the same place twice. You can go where somebody else is, or you can build 2 buildings on one of the other phases. But you have
Right.
to. I think you have to. Do you have to put it? Yeah. You can keep it until it comes back round again, unless it's changed.
Yeah.
It's in your interest to probably use it, I would imagine. It's up to you.
Yeah.
Right, so we move on to the next thing.
Are you invoking it? Give me a blessing. Well, I've already got one,
So
so
you
I'll
get
go up.
one up. Right,
And
we
a
all want
white
a white
dice.
die.
Right.
And I'll roll my die.
No.
Oh.
Right.
Right.
13,
14.
13.
15.
So I'm 13
I'm
as well.
last.
Stays where it is. Right.
Let's come off the barricade.
So, Gary, you get to go first.
Right, what do I need?
We all need soldiers, don't we?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
got a total up.
It's got to, yeah. It can't be any less than. It's got to be the exact number.
Let me know when you wanted your dessert.
Yeah,
Have it
whenever.
now. Well, we'll have it
After.
once everyone's placed this.
Yeah.
My go, is it?
No, it's my mum's go. Ooh. She's going to trade victory points for 3 goods.
That's only 10 though.
What? What have we got? You got
Oh,
10
that's
there.
10 there.
It's
Not
14.
14.
What have I put down?
10.
Darn. I can't count, can I?
No.
I never could. Absolutely hopeless. Oh. Oh well, never mind. 10, 9.
We'll do that. 12.
I'll do that then.
That was a good one.
Yeah. You stink.
All the names. Used to be pig.
Nobody got any left? So no. Okay, so we'll just do this and then you can have your spotted dick. Right, so I'll have a... Okay, so you have that one.
Karen, would you want gold or wood?
I'll have a gold.
Up one on the soldiers.
Who's that?
Me.
Were you
Trade.
trading?
I'm going to trade. Oh, what have I just done there? I'll trade a gold for a wood and a stone.
Matt?
I'll have a...
Do you keep them forever then, do you?
These?
Yeah.
Until you use them. You just chuck them away.
Alright.
I'll have a gold.
Gary gets 2 shield.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
it's
one.
me. 2 gold. Was that?
Excuse me.
Might get a gold and a wood.
2 shield and a sneaky peek.
Right, so 1, 2. Ooh.
Oh, is that your mum's? Has your mum had her go?
No.
No? Alright.
Is that 2?
One of those.
And one of those. I'll have
Right.
It's
a
going to be bad.
stone
Right.
and
So that back on there.
a wood.
Okay, so that is that. So in turn order, you get to build a building.
So me,
Yeah.
I am building a barricade. So it's a wood and a gold, isn't it?
Barricade is 1 wood.
No, because I've got to pay the extra gold.
Oh,
Does that
right.
mean that's goblins then? Does it? I wonder. Maybe you could build 2 buildings if you want, because you've got the envoy.
Where's the envoy?
It's the purple little pawn thing.
Oh, right.
Let's go.
No, we haven't put our heating on yet.
Jodie did the other day, but I turn it off.
Yeah. Matt goes, oh, do you think we'll get to next month not putting it on? So, might be able to before we go away.
See, where ours is an old house, it's, you know, we have to put it on because it just gets drafty.
Yeah, they do, don't they? Yeah.
Newer houses, they're more insulated, aren't they?
My hands get cold. Matt is starting to feel it now. Cold. It's because he's old.
That's why Tom's been
Get
putting it on. I've asked. He's always been, well, we don't need it on yet for years, you know, but now he puts it on.
I've got a log burner as well.
Right.
Yeah, I've got a load of wood I've got to chop up. I was going to chop a tree down in my garden because I've got I think it's like a sycamore tree that's growing.
Big, isn't it?
Yeah, it is growing really big. When we first moved in, it was probably the height of our shed, but now it's almost like it's really shot up since we've been there. And it's right next to the brick outbuilding shed that I've got at the back, and it's literally starting to grow up against the wall. So I'm going to have to chop it down anyway.
Got your axe then?
You're
going to get someone to come in.
They're pretty good because we had somebody in to do about 5 trees in our garden, maybe 6. Because they had a row of these really long trees.
She'll go.
Nightmare. They're very good though.
Yeah.
Very efficient.
Yeah.
Remember, if you build a building, you need to pay an extra gold, don't you? Remember? No, I'm not gonna build nothing. Is that it then?
I haven't built anything yet. Build a crane. There's no gold involved, so I don't have to pay a gold, do I? Oops.
What's that do?
That you pay 1 gold less when you construct a building from column 2 to 4.
3.
Oh, 3.
Okay.
Oh. Is it?
Got 3 lines.
Is it?
Yeah,
I've got a V. Oh, 3.
3 or
4. Right, okay. These aren't reading glasses.
Right, we got to there.
3
now,
or
internal,
4.
you can buy 1 soldier for 2 goods.
No.
No?
Oh my.
Let's think about a clue. I'll buy 1. You buying?
Oh, you can buy for 2
No.
fees.
No.
What happens if you draw?
You don't get anything. Nothing happens. You don't get a
You
penalty.
get a penalty, or you don't get anything.
Remember, you had this as well, don't you? All right. Is that it? Right. So we move on to this, and then we reveal the beastie, and it's level 3 goblins. Right. So we do turn order. So Gary, you've got 3, have you?
I've got 2 there, plus becomes +1 versus goblins.
Okay,
So that gives me 3.
Right. So you don't get any benefit or penalty.
Oh, and +1 in battle.
All right. So you get 4. Right. So that moves
Yeah.
up to there. Right. So you'll get the benefit, which is a wood.
Yeah.
Right. So Julie, you got
1. +1 in battle against enemies with strength 5 or lower.
Right.
And I've got 0 battle becomes 1 versus goblins, that's 2. Plus in battle, that's 3. 3. 3 plus
So
1
you-
is 4,
So
isn't
you
it?
get the wood. Okay, so I've got 2 plus 1 in battle, so I don't get anything. Well, you're all right anyway. You've got 3.
But then I've got 1 in battle,
Yeah, 4.
1 for goblins,
Yep.
1 in battle.
Mhm.
So that's 3.
So you get
So
the wood.
that's 3. Just
Okay.
1.
Did you do your 3?
Or even though come up.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I
get
don't get
1 would
anything,
do.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, so that goes back there. All of this gets reset. Right, so we go again. So we have that. Do you want that spotted dick now?
Yeah.
So we'll just do this. Whoever's got the lowest amount of thingies gets an extra white die.
I've got 4.
The lowest amount of what? Buildings?
Buildings, yeah, I've got 4, so we get
I've
a good of
got
our choice because
5.
we're tied.
I've got 6.
Right.
Alright. So you
I'll
don't
now-
get anything.
I get, at the end of each year, I receive a stone.
Yep.
And a good of my choice.
Yeah.
So
Right.
does
Oh,
Gary
gold.
keep that little man thing?
Yeah, until he's used it, or
Yeah.
it changes here.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So I've got 2 more
This-
building
yeah, this
rounds
might-
that I can use it on.
This might influence your decision. So it says the king is pleased. The phase 3 bonus for most buildings is doubled, providing 2 victory points instead of 1.
Say that again.
The phase 3
Yeah.
bonus.
If you've got the most buildings, you'll get 2 victory points instead of 1.
Oh, right, okay.
Right.
That's all right. Better than paying double gold.
Did you take your extra good?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Right, so, well, we move on to that one. I can hear that.
Right. Is this the start of the production thing?
Yeah.
Right, well, I think nobody's got a white die.
No.
One. Roll it. No.
What have you got to get? 6?
A
One
1
and
or a
two.
2,
Oh,
and
right.
it's not done any of it.
Right.
Is that a nice colour? If it's blackberry and what is it?
Blackberry
and-
grape.
Oh.
So how much fruit do you need then?
It's a kilo. Well, normally it's a kilo per gallon.
Yeah.
So that's what.
What is it? Just to flavour it?
No, it was the sugars in the fruit turn
Yeah.
to alcohol, don't they?
Yeah. What? How come you add extra sugar then?
To make it stronger.
Oh right.
So you could just buy, if you wanted to, just buy grape juice, stick some yeast in it, and you'll end up with like what 5% wine
Yeah.
or whatever. But you
But you could just put sugar and yeast then, could you?
could do, yeah.
And that would just make like pure alcohol.
Well, it would be water with alcohol.
Yeah.
So you'd have to, it has to be a liquid, because what the yeast does, it eats the sugar, and
Yeah.
then craps out, literally craps out alcohol.
Yeah.
And when there's no more sugar or there's too much alcohol, the yeast will die. And that's why you get sediment, because that's yeast poo.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's worth doing.
Yeah. So if you didn't have any fruit in it at all,
It would taste like alcoholic water.
yeah.
Yeah, which is
Yeah. So
Not
it
enough.
is for the taste as well.
yeah, you could do, but it ferments, doesn't it? So the yeast sort of there's a chemical reaction
Yeah.
with the yeast.
So
and
if
the-
I wanted to make like a red wine,
yeah,
how much
red
fruit?
grapes, 5 kilos. But if you for one demijohn it'd be a kilo,
Yeah.
but you probably would want to make more than that, wouldn't you? 25 litres is
Yeah.
normally what you do.
Yeah.
So you'll need 5 kilos of red grapes,
Yeah.
and the colour of the wine is dictated by the colour of the fruit, of the skin.
Yeah.
So the darker the grape, the more darker
That'd be nice, thanks.
Yeah.
the thing. So the more fruit you've got, the less, the thicker it is. You know, sometimes you get those wines that are quite sort of
Yeah.
thick,
Yeah.
as opposed to watery wine. So
Yeah.
if you add more fruit, you'll get more. The more juice you get, the thicker the wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's a free wine lesson for all the geeks watching this.
Yeah.
The biggest cost is the initial outlay with the gear,
Hmm.
but you need to make sure everything's sterilised.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you'll end up with.
Mould.
That's why I was worried about that carrot. When I opened one up, I'm like, there's a hint of some kind of weird smell,
Yeah.
but I let it oxygenate, and that went away. So I think
Yeah.
it's just where it's been stuck in a bottle. But you
How do you sterilise it? With
get sterilising tablets, you can do, yeah. But the best way I think to do it is bleach.
Oh,
Just
right.
add a bit of bleach
Well,
into the tub.
yeah.
You got to make sure it's cleaned out. And scrub it, and just keep rinsing it, and to keep rinsing it and rinsing it.
Yeah.
Because especially if you use a fermenting bucket with a sort of a tap on it, you need to make sure that that's all cleaned out. Maybe stick a pod cleaner up there now and again,
Yeah.
but make sure with the demijohns, all the bottles, your siphon pipe, everything needs to be sterilised. Even if you're using a spoon or any kind of bacteria gets in there, and it just takes over.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And they have to be in a warm place, do they?
Not necessarily. I mean, I've got that there, but it's only because I can't lift it because my back's bad.
I don't mind either. Whatever if you've got enough custard, I have custard.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you could put if you've got a cupboard or something that's in a warm place near a heater, then it'd be better. But it's best to make it in the summer, I would imagine.
5 kilos of fruit.
Yeah.
How much? So what for 25 litres?
Yeah.
So you could buy like apples.
You could do, but you'll need to get this stuff called pectulose for that, because apples contain something called pectin, which means the wine won't clear.
Right.
So you have to add pectin. So I made banana wine, and I thought that it was cloudy because of the pectin. It's not.
Yeah.
You need to put in this special enzyme that clears starch out of the wine.
So I could buy like a load of frozen strawberries and make strawberry wine.
It's probably cheaper just to go down to greengrocers and pick up a big load there.
Yeah.
You know, or I don't know, find somebody with an apple tree. Like our next door neighbour's got pears.
Yeah.
I was thinking about
pear
wine, but the trouble with that is again you have to put pectulose in there, because otherwise, because of the acid, means the wine won't clear.
Yeah.
Worth it. There's a place down Elm Grove that sells it all. It's a winemaking store down Elm Grove.
How much is a kilo of red grapes?
I don't know. Well, I got my grapes from Julie's dad's allotment. He's got a vineyard over there. Well, got a vine. Yeah, a little bit. He's got a vine over there. And he gave me about 8 kilos of grapes. What I did was mash them all up, take off all the crappy ones, wash them obviously, mash them all up, add some blackberries. And the only problem is, the problem I find with making your own wine is I'll make too much.
Yeah.
And there's just
that keeps for ages.
forever.
It?
Well, it's got to start. I think if you make it right, it peaks at about 40 years. I think.
Yeah.
It gets this peak thing, and then it starts to deteriorate and die, doesn't it? The wines are alive, aren't they, in a sense?
Yeah.
Because they've got yeast is a sort of a living organism in a way, isn't it? Anyway.
Let me know if that custard's warm enough.
Tubby
It's-
custard bowl.
No, it's going.
Yeah.
Just let me know if that's warm enough. Is that alright?
Yeah.
What's there?
Do you want it warmer?
No, that's fine.
Right.
Drink that.
Yeah, lucky you.
You're not having any?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely warmer.
Burn them out.
Is that warm enough?
Yeah,
Sure.
I'm going to QA.
Is it really that? Is it too hot?
No, it's
Ah,
4-degree
you
burns
sure?
on the inside of your mouth.
I'd rather it be too hot than not hot.
no, that's
No.
Sure.
Mm.
Well, some people like it cold or they like it hot.
Very nice.
Right. At that stage where we got to roll our dice, haven't we?
Are we?
Are you
Yeah.
still filming?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's alright.
paused it.
No, can't really pause a live stream. We probably could do. I'm going to get a ring on there, am I? That's fine.
Oh, what on there? Oh. What on there, actually?
What'd you get?
6.
Haven't you got a thing where if you roll under 7 or something?
Not
you
yet,
haven't got that one, have
no.
you?
No,
Oh,
not yet.
What a
You
load of
You
rubbish.
get 8.
Let me know if it was
Yeah.
alright.
Yeah.
If
so
not,
Oops.
Butterfingers.
Oops.
The only thing you've got to remember is on this phase, is it this one, whoever's got the most buildings gets 2 victory points instead, right?
Alright. lovely.
it's lovely.
Yeah, I've had this for ages.
So you're going to start brewing your own wine then?
I'm thinking about it. So how much would all the bits cost then? I'd need one of them.
I would get, well, it depends, don't it? I mean, if you're thinking about brewing up some more later, probably 2 of them would be best. It'd probably be best to get a cheap bucket. You can, because you stick the fruit in for 2 weeks, and then take the fruit off the wine. So you'll need something to transfer it into. So you brew it in a cheapo bucket with a lid on it and a hole in it.
Yeah.
Just put a tea towel over it. Wait a couple of weeks, then get a muslin bag, stick it on the second bucket, tip everything in and strain the fruit off, dump the pulp.
Yeah.
You'd just be left with like a liquid,
Yeah.
no bits in it.
Oh.
Then obviously the yeast will eat the sugar, all the sediment will fall to the bottom and you'll end up with clear wine.
Mm.
And once the bubbles have stopped, transfer it over to demijohns.
Yeah.
Just leave it, and then once it's clear, it's ready to drink. The longer you leave it, the better it's going to taste, isn't it?
No, I'm just totting up the savings in my head.
Oh, loads. I mean, it's a bit, when you first have home-brewed wine, it's like not the same as shop bought, is it? 'Cause it's not going to be
Yeah.
all the chemicals and all that
Oh,
stuff in
sugar
it,
in it
additives.
and
But
chocolate.
when you get a really nice batch, good.
Well, I'm just looking.
Did you roll your dice?
Yeah.
5 kilos of
Right, 7.
red grapes.
What did you get?
10 quid.
Okay.
6. Oh, I've got 7, then I re-rolled them again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, so if you add up, say, 250 for the yeast, it's going to be about 15 quid, isn't it?
Mm.
So you think, well, you got 25 litres out of that. It's less than £1 a litre, so probably about 50p a bottle.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's a big saving there.
Mm.
I'll probably drink between 4 to 5 a week.
Like that. Oh. Depends how strong it is.
And chocolates, I'd end up dying, I reckon. Bit of alcohol poisoning if I had that much on tap.
No.
You know?
I'd give it away.
Still got those up in the attic, haven't you?
What ones you got?
Ginger wine.
Oh, that was nice. That had a bit of a fizziness to it.
Yeah, plum. Got some more plum
That's
up there.
nice for Christmas, isn't it? Ginger wine.
Banana.
Carrot.
I use it in
Yeah.
cooking. It's really nice in cooking.
Yeah.
Any wine
Blueberry
you
wine
make.
was the best stuff I've done.
I want
Yeah.
Matt to do pumpkin and cinnamon one.
Have you got
Oh,
some
right.
mead for Daniel?
Does he like it, does he?
Well, I showed it to him
Yeah. Give him some mead.
and I said to him, I haven't opened it yet, but it looks lovely.
Yeah, it's nice, yeah.
The longer you leave it, though, the
I
better.
had a couple of bottles over the weekend.
Mm.
Yeah.
You
I was
don't
like,
wait.
blimey. This is well good. Right, so,
That's for Christmas.
It's really nice.
Right.
I've had that for
no, there's
ages.
more where that comes from. I'm going to do
Lovely.
some more, yeah. Right, so,
Okay.
who's got the most?
Not me. I've got 8.
Oh, 11. Got 12.
12. We got.
6.
Okay.
It's all homemade. Matt goes, like a spotted dick.
What you got, Julie?
11.
Okay, so that's right. So, Mummy, you get to put yours out first.
I think I'm going to have to do this one. As it's 4 to
Get
6.
more out of making your own than what you
Oh,
do from the
yeah.
shop. Gary.
Yeah, just thinking.
How much did you get then?
12.
Oh. Right, it's my go.
What's that one?
When you get to where whoever's got the most buildings gets an extra victory point.
Right, I'm going to use that.
Excuse me.
Can't go
Okey-doke.
there, can you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you've
can.
got the envoy.
Oh, right, yeah.
Ooh,
It's
pays
quite
off, doesn't
powerful.
it?
So how do you get that off Gary then?
You have to have the least amount of buildings.
Mm.
Julius will go.
What was the thing?
If you have
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
most buildings.
No, that's fine. Never mind.
Doesn't work out. Yes, it does. No, it doesn't. Pain.
Don't know.
Lovely.
I was tempted to put cinnamon in it.
That'd be nice.
Very wintry.
Mixed pill for this one.
We'll go.
Me? Alright.
Me.
You've got no more dice.
9.
Gary's got no dice. Passing.
Has Gary not got that thing now then?
No,
So how can we put one on
It
there?
goes back.
it goes back once you've used it.
Oh, right,
Right,
okay.
because I've got the damsel, I can use another one of these per season. I can use 2 opposed to 1. Okay. Right. So Julie gets a victory point. I'll get a gold. Mummy gets a wood. Gary gets a gold or a wood.
Gold or wood?
I'll have gold.
Gold? You need gold?
Okay. Gold. Gary
Get a shield.
and Mumsy goes up 1 on the soldiers. Okay. I'll have 2 gold.
I'll go up 2. And I get a sneaky blinder.
Peaky Blinders. And I'll have a stone and a gold. Okie doke, so in turn order we get to build a building.
I'll build an inn.
An inn.
An inn.
We're building an inn.
An inn.
Okay, it was an Hindu.
At the end of the summer each year, you receive
Inn.
one of them.
Okay. Well, put a marker over it then. Right. Gary building.
Yeah. I'm gonna have. I'll build my church again.
Twitch.
2, 1, 3. 7.
Julie, are you building?
Palisade.
I'm going to buy a cathedral. It says at the end of the game I score 1 extra victory point for each good you own. Put me up 9.
9 where? What, here?
Yeah,
Why?
I built a cathedral. Okay, and that is that. So we move on to this, and whoever's got the most buildings will get 2 victory points.
7.
5.
6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Julie gets 2 victory points. We do this again. Roll the dice. Oh, you're gonna do your thing. Roll your dice then, see if you get anything. Nope.
Come on! Come on! Ah, what a load of crap. Ah, mind you, I can roll again.
You can.
Yeah, at the beginning of each productive season, if the total of the dice 4, 5, 6 is 7 or less, yeah, you may re-roll all of them.
That's not including your white one.
Yeah, but I can't remember what my white one was now. 3, wasn't it?
Don't know.
I'll just do it. I'll just roll it again. Sorry.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember what
Might get a 1, might get more, who knows.
3.
There you go. Right, so I got 12.
8.
13.
I've got 8.
Right, so
That stays as it is. Me and Mark.
Yep.
I've both got 8.
like that. Okay, so you get to play first.
Got to sort of work out all different scenarios, haven't you?
It's very assertive. What are you doing, Julie?
I don't know.
So that was 10 anyway. That's a 5. Like that?
Oh, me again. Right.
Oh no, you went before me anyway, didn't you? So
It's me, is it?
Who, me?
yeah,
Oh, sorry.
doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I
I was
wasn't,
going to say.
I wasn't going to go there anyway.
Oh, okay.
You'll go.
Me.
Damn you.
That is a real damn you.
Oh, thank you.
Got no +2s. What's that then? If you had this, I'll go there. Julie. that it?
Yep, I can't go.
No.
Right, so we all get to build a building. Oh no, hang on. You take these off first, don't we? Yeah, right, so you get a gold. Judy gets a wood. I'll have a gold. You get to trade.
Oh, frame freeze then. Steel and wood. Steel and wood. Cool.
Stone.
Stone.
Shoe, isn't it?
You get
Oh,
a
I
gold.
was
Steel.
calling it brick.
Brick.
Good of a choice.
Steel.
Out of a stone.
Judy gets 2 gold. Gary gets.
What do you want,
Yeah.
Gary?
I'll have stone and wood.
Oh, I've got 2 on the old thing. And I'll have a peek. God.
Right now, is it building now?
Mm.
Right, Margaret.
I'll build a chapel, which is 3 gold and 1 stone. That's 5 on the victory thing.
Right. I'm going to build a palisade, which is 2 wood and 2 on the victory chase.
I'm not building.
How did you get up there? Oh, you just bought a cathedral.
I've got a stable.
Stable, okay.
Yeah.
So that means if you influence any of these, got the you get an extra one.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no more buildings. Right, so we move on to this one. So whoever's got the least amount of buildings gets this. I've got 5. 6.
Yeah,
Eight.
That's 7.
Cheers.
That's why I didn't build.
Right, we do it again.
We get a white dice.
If I want to do
Oh,
a
yeah.
blessing.
Yeah, is that what you do?
I don't know.
I've got to throw it there.
Oh, what'd you get? Victory.
I get a victory point. And I need it.
2, 4, 5. So I get to roll again. It's got to be 5 or less. Oh.
4, 5. Oh, I can roll again. Right, that's good. 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 or less, yeah. Right. 14.
Okay, so we top up our numbers. I've got 9, 12.
14.
I've got 14,
I've got 10.
I think.
Okay.
Hang on. 6, 11, 12. Yeah, 14.
Okay,
Get in
there goes first.
there. Right. I will. I'll go with the 10. And I can have a sneaky peek.
Yes, you can.
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet. No, not
When?
yet. What,
Yeah.
Once everyone's done the old doodah.
Yeah,
Do die day.
Well, you're very quick there, weren't you?
Excited. That's what it did, that sugar rush.
And the caffeine.
Yeah. Mother.
Oh dear, I don't know.
Just 1 out for getting 18.
Missed by an inch, missed by a mile.
Yeah. Rubbish.
Oh,
Whose
I
go
did
is it?
do that, did I?
What?
Whose go is it? Mine.
It's just been.
I haven't been
It's
yet,
your
have
go,
I?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
your
it's
go.
me sitting
Oh,
there waiting.
Can I,
Sorry.
can I change something?
You let go of the dice now, haven't you? So.
I was going to just the white one for the red one. 'Cause I keep,
No,
I forgot
nothing's
to do
changed, is it?
this. At the end of the summer each year, you receive a token.
Tough.
Mm.
Oh.
Tough, diddly, tough, 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 tough.
right, so now might go, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was sitting there waiting for someone else to take their go, and it was my go.
Mhm.
Oh.
Bum.
Mm.
It's 2.
It's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough.
Yeah, I should have put mine on another number actually, to 9.
Mm.
Mm.
No, I don't know.
Mm.
Is it me?
Yeah. Well. Right. You get a gold or a wood.
Of a gold.
I'll go up one on the soldier thing. Gary gets the trade.
Right, gold for wood
Still.
and stone.
Oh, it's a still.
2 gold. Whatever you want.
Stone wood.
Up to, you've seen that, haven't you? Have you not? Have you seen it?
No, I want allowed.
Oh. Yeah.
Margaret, what do you want for 11?
Where are we? Sorry. I'll have a stone and a gold.
Okay, I'll have a.
I need to go up 2 on there, don't I?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I'll have a stone and a wood. Right. So we get to build to go. Do you want to build something?
What's this one again?
No.
Most buildings. Most buildings, right.
No. Yep. No. Yep.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to build a crane. Shall I build a crane? No, I'm not going to build a crane.
Right.
No.
I'm going to build a guard tower. Have a victory point.
I'm going to build a barracks.
Okay. That's going to
think
cost
that's
you.
right.
Yeah, 2 gold.
No, 1 gold
Why?
because I've got a crane.
Oh. Yes, opera of column 3 or 4. Ah, well done. How many points is that then?
That's 4. Sorry, 4.
Fair 4 points.
So I pay only 1 good per soldier to recruit in phase 7.
Yep.
I'm getting in. At the end of summer each year, you receive a token.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I missed that, didn't I?
Right, 2 goods for 1 soldier. Or for you, it's
One good for
One
one
good.
soldier. I
And
think
2
I'm going to
goods.
have to.
Oh.
Yeah.
okay. Up 1, move my mum up 1. Yeah, that's it. Okay, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else going to do any? No? Who hasn't seen this?
Me.
Zombies. Strength 6 zombies.
Oh, what?
Right, so
Grief.
turn order
So I've got
3.
3, plus 2 zombies, so that's 5, plus 1 in battle, so that's
6.
6.
Any more?
No, that's it
Right, so that's nothing happens then.
for me.
So I've got 3, plus 2 were zombies, which is 5, plus 1 in battle is 6, and that is
Do
it.
you not get a victory point then?
No,
No,
what if it's a draw?
you've got to get
then
over.
Oh, right, okay. What, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Did you count the plus 2 for zombies?
Yeah.
That's
2,
it then.
3, 4,
Okay, so you get a
So
point.
you've
6,
got
7.
Mumsy, what you got? So you got 2.
I've got 1, 2. That's goblins, isn't it? I think I've only got 2. Let me just check.
Yeah, it's the blacksmith and the guard tower, isn't it? So that's 2, that's 4.
4.
So you lose 2 victory points. Which isn't that bad, really, is it?
No.
Considering
No.
the strength
Oh,
of the.
right.
Yeah, I've got
Oh.
bloody.
Yeah, you got
Hammered,
hammered,
yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
you? Oh well.
Right, so we go down here. This gets reset, and now this is going to be 5 to 7. Okay, so whoever's got the least amount of buildings gets a white die. I've got 2, 4, 6. How many have you got?
I've got 8.
Sorry?
I've got 6.
What's that?
How many buildings you got?
2,
About 20.
3, 4,
Yeah,
5,
almost.
6, 7, 8, 9.
So we get a good of our choice, right? So I'm going to have a wood.
I've got gold.
Okay.
What was that for?
And at the end of each year, I receive
Yeah.
a stone.
I've got one of them.
Is that gone?
What?
Do I get 2 victory points?
No, it's gone.
Oh, right. We didn't do that then?
Yeah, we've done
Oh,
it.
right.
Right, I've got at the beginning of each production season. Oh, that's. Oh, that doesn't matter.
What was the
What's this
thing
one?
for? You get a free...
If you got the least amount of buildings.
It's the end of the
Oh.
summer.
Right,
you
so
get
the
one
new
of those
event
two.
is No Mercy. The
Oh.
award to the player with the highest combat value in battle is 2 victory points instead of 1. Highest combat value in battle. Don't tell me we've missed a rule. Because if we have,
We have to go back and think.
well,
Wow.
we just have to scrap that one. Unless I've missed it.
The award to the player with the highest combat value in battle is 2.
Oh, we haven't been adding the king's die, have we?
What?
We're meant to roll a die for the king. Remember I said about that? Oh, well, never mind.
Oh, we've done a boo-boo,
Not that any-
everyone.
Well, I don't know what that means. The reward to the player with the highest combat value in battle is 2. We haven't been doing that, have we? So we can't
What
do that.
combat battle's that?
New quarry.
When there's the fight, whoever has the highest combat value. So
Should-
you would have got
Oh.
the points. This
Yeah, but
one.
that's this round though, isn't it? That's this
Yeah,
round.
but we haven't been adding the victory point for that anyway. I can't see it in the rules.
Yeah, but this is a separate
No, I
one,
don't
isn't it?
know.
Yeah, that's just for this round.
Yeah, that's
but
what I mean.
on the other round, you would have got 1 victory point.
We haven't been doing it, so we can't use that one.
Oh.
Right, so I can't see anything in there about. The player whose player's combat value is the highest receives 1 bonus victory point, but only if he or she was also victorious in battle. Well, we haven't been doing that, have we? So forget that.
That's a boo-boo.
Yeah, we haven't been adding a die for the king either. Anyway,
Would that make a difference?
well, not really, because I suppose it might have done, but we haven't been doing that, have we? So it's equal. It's not
Should
like
have saying Cornier, shouldn't it? To
yeah,
we
well,
need to play it again. I
should
think.
have it on here to remind you on air, shouldn't it? Everything else has got a reminder, but that's not there. Anyway, At the beginning of each productive season, roll one die with a result of 4 or more. Each player receives a stone. Alright? Okay. So that's a rules goof.
Go on,
At the beginning.
You're going to roll that now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we all get a stone.
We all get a stone.
Yeah, you can have a steel though.
I don't know. Yeah. Still stone. Still.
Right. So you're gonna do your priest thing.
I will.
Right.
Good.
How do you get the die again if I don't do the priesty thing?
What?
How
What's
do
a
you
victory point?
how do you get those white die? Otherwise, during the game.
If you've got the lowest amount of building.
Oh, so it'd be quite rare then, wouldn't
Yeah.
it?
Ready?
Mm.
Right.
I'll roll my die for my extra victory
I'll
point.
get a decent.
3.
Oh,
Oh, I've got to throw it
I've
again.
got 3. I've got throw
Did you want to start doing that one with where you roll for the king's thing or not? I suppose it's going to be very difficult now, isn't it, to get up
we
there.
need
So
to,
do it.
yeah.
We'll just put that down as a goof. Right. So what you got? Oh, 14.
12.
15.
Well, you got?
12.
15.
Says
So I'm
What you got?
bottom.
12.
I've got 12.
Right. Off you go then. There should be a reminder there, shouldn't there?
what happens
Really?
with
Yeah.
the king then?
Well, you roll a die,
Yeah.
and then everybody gets that many soldiers temporarily.
Oh, right.
But obviously, you don't know.
Oh, what, up
Yeah,
here?
you don't know what that's going to be, do you? So it's a gamble.
Oh, so it just helps you out each round.
Up to now, it hasn't really made much of a difference. Well, I suppose maybe it would have done. I don't know.
Right.
It's
The
just
first
a
in mind.
goof.
What did it do again? Sorry, I wasn't listening.
What's that? This?
The king's
Yeah,
roll.
you add that. You add that. You roll a die and add that to your soldiers temporarily. So everybody gets. The king sends that for everybody.
Oh, should we do that now?
Well,
The
yeah.
cards are getting harder
Yeah,
now,
you're gonna
aren't
have
they?
to, yeah.
Go on then, roll it then.
So
Well,
we-
not yet. When we get up there, just don't let me forget.
potentially we could have won all the battles. And
Could have done, but it's really there's a reminder on everything but that. So I blame the game.
Roll for king.
What are you doing?
Trying to add it up.
It's 11, 6 and 5.
Well, it's
So I
gone
suppose you
completely
could-
blank.
You could forget about soldiers completely and just hope that you're going to get.
11.
that's a risk one.
What's the bonus with the king?
The
What do you
king,
get?
a
Yeah.
gold, a stone, a wood, and a soldier.
And the queen is.
Two goods if you choose 3 victory points and a peek at the thing.
I think I'll go for the king.
What?
Oh, my go.
Right, you don't go, Julie.
What's that?
Okay, so Julie gets gold, Gary gets a wood. I will trade in a stone, a wood and a gold.
What's that my dice?
Yeah, I'll have stone and a wood. Right.
Get a peaky blinder.
Yeah.
Oh, not yet. You don't.
Oh,
do.
you do.
No. Wait till the end of the round.
Oh, yeah. No, you get it now when you take your goods. You wanted it when you placed your things.
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
4 gold for me.
Right, you get one of each. There you go. Peaky blinder.
Right.
Did you put me up on the battle thing?
Battle cat.
What did you?
Soldiers.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Okay, buildings. Building?
Yeah. Oh, no.
No.
Darn. Oh, can't do it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I can. I'll do a stable.
Okay.
So that's one of each, isn't it? Yeah.
How many victory points is that?
That's 2. And I get 1 soldier when you influence an advisor, giving you at least. What does that mean?
Well, if you influence an advisor giving you at least one,
Oh, I see.
then you get an extra one.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Right.
Julie, building?
Yeah, I've got a crane, I think.
Okay.
Crane.
One wood, one stone.
I'll get 1 victory point.
Okay. So I'll build a blacksmith. I'll have 2 victory points. That gives me +1 in battle.
Right. I'm going to build a cathedral, but I'm going to use this when building. You may spend stone as if it were gold. So that'll be 4 stone, 4 gold.
Right.
That's right, isn't it? Yeah. 4 stone.
Oh, I should have got one other influence because I took the
When?
just now.
What do you mean one other influence?
1, 2, 3,
Says
4, 5,
+1.
6, 7, 8, 9.
One of the shields when you influence an advisor, giving you at least 1.
Then. Right. Where'd you go? How'd you 8? What the? Right. Okay. So is that it?
Hmm.
Everyone built? Yep. So we move on. Whoever's got the most buildings will get a victory point.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
10.
9.
Julie gets a victory point. Right.
How'd you get up there?
Just
Built
built
a
a cathedral.
Right. You're going to do your dice thing.
I'll get a victory point, don't I?
Yep. You got a white die. Gary gets a victory point.
No, I'd already taken
Oh,
it.
you already? Okay. Right.
9. Roll again. 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'll get another victory point.
Yeah.
Had 9 and re-rolled again. It was
Yeah.
lower.
You got.
I got 10.
I got 9.
12.
I got 8.
Oh, I'll come all the way down here. What'd you get, Gary?
9. So, there,
Excuse me.
yeah, that's alright.
Okay. Right, Julius, you'll go. It's up top.
I know. No. I look at such low numbers.
Julie.
Can't do nothing.
Me?
Put that there.
Not me.
I'll put that there.
No.
You've got to put back.
Hold on.
Hmm?
Julie had to take that back because she can't put her
Oh.
bet on her own. Right, now you can do it. I shall use my thing and go in. Right. Right, so is that it?
No.
Oh, I've got one more.
Got it there.
Is that it? Got more dice?
No.
Right, so Julie gets 2 gold.
1 gold.
1 gold, sorry. You get a gold or a wood.
Your mum
Gold.
put 5 on there, not 4.
Hmm?
Did you put one of those on top, didn't
Oh,
you?
it's a 2, isn't it? Sorry.
It's 5.
Yeah. I'll take the doodah off then. Yeah.
You still got to go there.
I'm still. Yeah.
Go
that's
to
all.
a that goes there then.
Hmm?
You have to get a wood.
Oh. I don't want. Can I go for a 2 or not?
No. Juliet
Oh
2.
no. Right.
Get wood.
Don't want wood.
It's tough.
Oh.
Julie goes up 1.
Plus another one, don't I?
Oh,
There's 2.
yeah. Which one's that then? Oh yeah, stable. Right. So yeah. So Julie gets a good and a thing. I'll have 2 gold.
No.
Do you want Margaret wood?
That'd be gold and wood.
Right. So
We both got 2. 1,
Yep.
2, 1, 2.
have a little look.
What's there first?
Did you do that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it anyway.
Oh my god.
Easy.
Yeah, it could be a make or break. Right. So that's that, right? So you get to build a building if you wish.
Can't even do that one. He's a vegan.
That's really smart, Alice.
I know, it happened to me on one of them.
No, I'm not going to buy it at the moment.
Well, you're not building.
No.
Right, I am. I'm going to build a blacksmith, which is 1 gold, 2 wood,
You get 2 victory
and
points.
2 victory points. So I'll take the lead
Is it who's got the most victory points, is it?
at the end, yeah. Margaret?
I might build a sawmill.
Oh, 2 and 1.
So that's 1 victory point. And then for every
Yeah.
sum you pay 1 wood to get 2 gold.
I think it's gold, isn't it, mainly that you need a lot of. 'Cause it's
Well, as you
small
get-
thing.
As you sort of blank out and you've only got so many left, you need quite a lot of resources, don't you? And if the dice doesn't roll, you're stuck.
Right, you're
What building?
I built a sawmill.
Okay. I'm going to build a barracks.
Did you want another drink or anything?
no, I'm
Sure,
alright.
Margaret, do you want
Only
another
for doing one.
What's the time?
It's 9:30.
Oh, it's
Probably
quite
need
late,
to
isn't it?
get this going. I've got to be up at 4.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, move me up
I thought you was
4.
on late.
Oh, my earlies. Move me up
How many?
4.
No, I'm red.
Yeah, I'm on this. That's it.
I thought you said you was on late. You started at 5.
No. Tuesday. 4:57.
Oh, I thought you said you were on late.
657. Right. We're all built, have we?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the player with the least amount of buildings will get the old purple helmet guy.
I've
not
got
me.
8.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I've got 8.
I've got 10.
We got
10.
right. So nobody gets that, do they?
No.
We move on and we do another.
At
Phase.
the end of the summer production,
You get a token.
I can swap 1 wood for 2 gold.
Mm. And if you've got the inn, then you get a bonus token.
Oh yeah, at the end of
Yeah,
summer.
that's
next year,
right.
Yeah. Are we at the end of the summer?
You haven't got the inn. 'Cause you
Oh,
chose
yeah.
to have that extra thing on there.
I've got the end.
Yeah, I know you have. Gary hasn't got it.
I've got
Oh.
the inn.
We're at the end of the summer.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wondering where that went.
Right.
Just checking all the others. You've got to keep checking them, haven't you? So you don't miss anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where's my barricade gone?
Oh.
Oh, it's I didn't have zombies, did I? No.
Right. So are
Palisade.
you going to do your?
I must have done.
You have any white die? What?
Yes. I'm trying to work out what's
You
moved.
didn't have the zombie one.
So I've got a stable.
Hmm?
Something's
You had
moved.
the palisade, not that one. But then you wouldn't
Then
have
I
the
wouldn't
crane.
have the
What have
crane.
you done?
No, I've had the goblins.
Yeah.
So
Why have
what's
you got the stable?
moved?
That must
Something's moved. Yeah. Must have been that one.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you taking that?
Oh yeah.
Have that. Got one?
Right.
Roll your die.
One.
You get an
Yes,
extra
I get an
victory
extra
point.
victory point.
Hurrah.
Hey, going up there.
Yeah. So
What'd you get? 14 I got. Right, that's why they're all messed up. Isn't it?
I haven't got anywhere else to do it really,
Just-
have I?
just,
9.
Okay.
9. You got
15.
14.
I've got 14 as well. You get?
15.
Right.
Right. So I've got 9,
9.
13, 14.
Excuse me.
Stone's really hard to get, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. Because you look and you think, well, it's either 11
Yeah.
or
9.
jump right up there. 9, yeah.
13, 9,
Yeah.
11, or 6, 15,
Yeah, and then you've got to swap, haven't you?
18.
So this, they didn't give you enough to cover everything, did they?
No, because you're not going to be able to build everything. I don't think.
Mm.
But all the components are unlimited.
Mm.
Excuse me.
Very.
Yeah, I'm just working it out.
It's just for a dramatic effect. Can't risk it.
Can't risk it for a biscuit.
Can't.
Um, 13. That is stone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't see
Yeah.
properly from here.
That's all right.
Is it, Judy?
Oh, yeah, I forgot I've got these as well. Oh, yeah. Can I do that? I can't, can I?
No.
Oh. Oh. Mm.
I had
Poo.
It's definitely that.
Judy?
Oh, is it me?
You've
I'm
got any
getting
more dice left,
gross
have you?
now, aren't I?
Hmm?
You've got any more dice left, have you?
I have.
Have you? I can't
yeah,
see.
this will go, yeah.
I know, that's why I'm doing this.
Well,
Because I know you're like.
because you've got to show. You can't
I know what
hide
you're.
things. You can't hide your dice.
But I
It'll
know
be on show.
you keep going.
You can't hide your dice from people. People need to see what you've got.
Really? Why?
Because it's cheap to go.
You mean you need to see what people have got?
You do.
Oh. Is it me?
Mm.
Well, no, it's you'll go first. Judy,
Oh.
shouldn't go on there. You'll go.
I'm last, aren't
Yes, you'll go now because
I?
I've
Oh
just been.
right. Okay. What did I do before? Hang on, where are we? So we start.
Hands are really cold.
Judy, now you can go there. Right, is that it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Right, wood.
One wood.
I'll have a.
That's your mum there.
Yeah, sorry, you'll have all whatever you want.
Gold or wood?
I'll have a wood.
And I'll get 2 gold.
Right.
Oh no, it's
Come
you.
on.
Yeah, I'll have a wood
Oh, sorry.
thing.
Get 2 gold. And I have a steel and a wood. Oh, sorry.
You don't get that back.
Yeah, I know.
Come on. Still, it's stone.
Stone.
Up to
What was that from?
that one.
Oh,
Up to on the soldier thing. And I'll have a beak.
You've already had a look, haven't you?
No, that was last round. So Julie gets those. You get 3 stone. Mother. And
I can have one
give up
of
a
each.
victory point.
Yeah, I'll give up a victory point and I'll have that, and that.
Okay.
Build. Me first.
Yeah.
I will build a stable. One of each.
Two victory points. She's probably going to build something. Is she? Are you building anything?
I'll build a church.
Right.
So that's 2 stone, 1 wood, and
Mhm.
2 gold.
Okay.
Because I've got the crane.
How many victory points is that then? 7.
Yeah. 7.
Okay. I'm not going to build anything.
You can't build anything.
No, I can't. No.
Right, let's just wait and see what Julie builds.
I wonder how many troops the king is going to send.
What's this for?
That's the production thing.
Oh, okay.
Right, your build.
Build a barrack.
Barack Obama.
Yeah, but I'll pay 1 less gold. 2.
4 victory points for Julie.
4.
Okay, so is anyone going to trade in 2 goods for a soldier?
Nope.
Was it 2 goods for a soldier?
I can trade in 1 good for a soldier.
Oh, should
Okay.
we not have done? We should have done that, shouldn't we? We forgot. So
What
don't
is
worry.
it?
Don't worry about it. We forgot to do it. So you trade in or not?
Yeah, I will, I think.
Right.
Pop me up 1.
2. Right. So now we do this. We roll for the king. 3. Everyone goes up 3. And
Oh, it does make a difference, doesn't it?
goblins.
Right, 6.
So I think everyone's probably got that, haven't they?
Yeah, I have.
Who gets the stone?
Everybody.
Everyone gets the stone.
Yep.
Are we going to play the whoever's got the highest?
No, because we haven't been doing that, have we? So
What about that one? Do we need to do
I
that
think
one?
we
King's
get it,
roll's
didn't you?
pretty powerful, really, isn't it?
It is. We should have done that before.
Doing that.
It would have been
no, not now.
much
So get
better.
rid of that.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have lost my 7 points.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, nobody benefited from that today. So
Yeah, bloody.
You
Yeah,
still- you
everybody
know,
has.
no one benefited from that roll because we didn't do it. So you know what I mean?
You're still up there anyway.
I suppose
No,
it's,
no, I would have been
just
7
as well.
ahead.
Yeah.
It was early
It
on.
would have been a
really.
1.
We have to
And we
play
should
it
get a
again,
7
won't
to
we?
make up for it.
We have to
somewhere.
play it again. Be a bit
Anyway,
more
right,
smoother,
I'll
I
get
think.
another stone at the end of the
We're on
round.
the last round now.
Mm.
Move that down then.
Goes back. Right, so least amount of buildings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
11.
11.
I've got
Got
9.
11.
Right, so I'll take a die. Okay. Oh, hang on. Event. Surrounded. Place a face down a second enemy card for this year under this card. When using the sneaky peek, a player may check this card or the one on the game board. In winter, turn both cards face up and fight against the strongest enemy. If even, fight the enemy card that was on the game board.
Come again.
Well, they're in the box. I'm not going doing that. New forest. At the beginning of each productive phase, roll 1 die with a result of 4 or more. Each player receives 1 wood. Do that
That
one.
sounds better.
Not doing that one, so that means I've got to go over there. Right. Okay, so
What do we do?
we're there.
Are you doing your
I
favour?
will.
It's like that.
You get a victory point, Martha. Did you have that already? That
Yeah,
one
you get
die?
victory point.
So at the start
Yes.
of each productive round, then
We didn't get it.
Yeah.
roll the dice.
Everyone.
I'll roll my
One.
No.
productive dice. No. You could do it here. Well, and it bounces off and gives me a 6.
I've got 11.
Ten.
11.
13.
I've got 15.
Alright. Okie dokie. Oh, I'll get one of these. It's the beginning of the thing.
Oh, at the end of the summer each year, yeah?
It's not summer, it's just summer.
Maybe I should have got that after the summer. Never mind.
Maybe I should have got 7 extra bloody points.
At the beginning of each productive season, if you have rolled the same number on all your dice,
Right.
Maybe you'll go then, Matt.
Yep. Julie.
Oh, was that my Oh, sorry. I'm waiting for everyone to...
Gary?
Sorry, I'm trying to...
Just hasn't worked out the way I wanted it to.
Alright. Alright. Oh, gotcha.
Well.
My brain has just gone like mashed potato. I had it then, and then it's just gone boop, boop. It just passed out my head. I can't think what I was doing there. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't know because
Who made this game?
I don't know, some French geezer.
No, I've done it wrong.
No. Oh no! Gary can't go. I don't think unless you got one of them two things.
No,
No.
he hasn't.
Right, my bad.
Two.
You have to go there. I'm going to go there, aren't you? Right. So that's that. So Julie, you get the trade.
Gold for wood and steel.
All right, you get good of your choice plus you get that back.
Stone.
Put your mum's one there.
Oops.
I'll have 2 gold.
I'll get 3 shields.
Yeah,
Plus I get a sneaky blinder.
yeah. I'll have a stone and a wood.
Is it a
Gary, you get 2 of your choice.
I'm going to have 2 wood.
Get one of them. Mother, you get 4 gold. that's that. Right. So we now get to build. I'm not going to build anything.
I'm going to build the church, which I pay 1 less gold, don't I?
Yeah.
3 or 4. I was going to build the church.
Right, you get 7 points for that.
I ain't building now.
Building.
I'll build a cathedral. That's 4 gold because I've got the doodah.
What?
And 3
Crane.
stone. Yeah.
That's 9 points.
9.
Mm.
Right. Whoever's got the most.
You build cathedral.
Whoever's got the most buildings gets a victory point. Is that one?
12.
I've got 12.
Right, so you get a tie.
An item of their choice, isn't it?
So. King's Award. Tie players are awarded. If there's a tie for the number of buildings, all tie players are awarded 1 victory point.
Oh.
Right. So we do this. We roll a die. If it's a 4 or more, we get a wood each.
Just pass that one.
Mm-hmm.
You're doing your die thing.
What, my blessing?
Yes.
Yeah. We're in the summer now, are we?
Yep. Roll your die.
Oh, at the end of this. Are we at the end of the summer now?
Right, I get an
No.
extra victory point
Oh.
because I've
No, we're not yet.
done that.
Right, so everyone roll your dice. 10.
Oh, hang on. If I've got 7 or... I can do it again, can't I?
Yeah. What'd you get?
6, 9, 11.
So you've got 14,
10.
10. Right, so it goes there. Like that. Okay. Right.
Alright, okay. So it's Gary.
Mm. Oh, I didn't pick up my 2.
Yeah, I did. I gave you one there.
Oh, right. Oh, good. Right, so that changes everything. Oh, God. So stressful.
Do one, you think I've got to sacrifice something or something?
Can I put them 2 down together?
No.
No.
Whose go is it?
Mine.
Oh.
I'm just working it out. Oh no. Or too late.
Go on. Nothing's changed, is it? Right.
Yes, I know. Trying to work this out
Go on,
now.
chop, chop.
Oh, no, stop it.
Where do you go to bed?
Oh. Let's do that one, I think.
Really?
But when you said you started at 5, I thought you meant late, not early.
More?
No.
It was a 2.
So whoever's got the least amount of buildings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9.
12. We both got
Choose. Okay. So we move on to this. No, we don't. Sorry,
Oh,
we
we've
don't
got
do
to
that
resolve
yet.
all this yet.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, so that's 1 goal for you. Sorry. 1 gold for me.
What do you want, Gary?
I'm going to trade a wood for a gold and a stone. Let me just double check. Yeah, wood.
2 gold for you. What do you want, Mother?
A stone and a wood.
Judy?
Yeah, what was I going to do? Gold and stone. Yep, done it.
Right, I'll have a wood and a stone. No, sorry, I'll have a gold and a stone. Yeah, gold and a stone. Sorry, that's it. Right, that's it. Right, so build buildings. So I'm going to build a wizard's guild. Right, that's going to give me 6 victory points.
What's that? 3 gold.
Yeah, 2
Oops.
wood and 2 stone.
2 wood should be 3. 3
3 gold, yeah, 2 wood and 2 stone, yeah.
Right, I'm going to build a barracks, which is 2 gold, 2 wood, 1 stone, and then that's +4.
4 victory points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mother,
No.
Julie,
I'm going to build the Wizards Guild, but I'll pay 1 less gold.
6 victory points. Okay.
Don't you have to roll the king's
Yeah,
head?
not yet. Okay, right. It's there, wasn't it? So we've done that. I'll have that.
Oh yeah, not at the
Yes,
end
and
yet.
that.
That one's in there. Right,
Is that the end of the summer?
Yes,
there.
Right, that means
get one of them. Yeah.
I get, yeah, and something else.
Oh, I should have got
End
no,
of the
'cause I
summer,
didn't go
get
there,
one
did
of
I?
those
No, I didn't go
for the
there.
inn at the end of the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's something else. Hang on. Oh yeah, I can trade a wood to receive 2 gold from the supply.
Okay.
That's a sawmill. These were something
Right,
else.
you're going to do this? You doing
Yeah.
this?
Yeah.
Oh, you got one. So you get a victory
Oh,
point.
what are we doing?
Get a white
Get
die.
Are you doing the King's Doodah as
Do
well,
that.
did you say?
Oh yeah, we're not at the end yet.
We each get a wood.
You'll get a wood.
And then we roll our dice.
I'm going to roll mine for my victory point that I won't get.
9, 10,
No, I
11.
didn't think I would.
9, 11.
Come on!
11.
8.
Balls.
Oh,
They were all on naught anyway,
Pathetic.
weren't they?
12.
I've got 8.
Right, so I've got 11. What have you got, Gary?
12.
Got 11.
Mother.
Okay. Mashing, snashing, bashing.
That's 10 there.
Oh.
6 and 4.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting there too. Sorry. Oh. Why did I think they won? It's ridiculous. 6, 9. I can't do that one then, can I?
Do that one.
Yeah.
I'll just do it. 11. Can you do 11?
Matt,
That's 12.
It's 12.
Oh, is it?
Unless you put it there, get 2 resources
Yeah.
of your choice.
Yeah, okay. No good with numbers whatsoever. Honestly, I've got this dyslexia with numbers.
Just going to have to risk it on the soldiers, I think. Could be a nightmare.
Not much I can do. Oh, I had a
Here we-
little thingy there.
Oh. I have to put it on that one.
That's not your go.
Oh, sorry.
Seven or 1. There's no point in that, is there? Because there's no more.
Go for victory point, I suppose. 1.
Depends if I can build anything. Well, no, there's not another building. Ah, there is another building phase.
It's the
isn't
last
there?
building phase, yeah.
It's getting it though, isn't it? Getting what it needs.
It's my mum's go.
Oh, sorry.
I have to go there.
You poo bag.
Sorry.
That's it. Right, so you get a gold. So either gets a gold or a wood.
Cool.
You get
I'll get an extra 1.
yeah.
It's 2.
I'll trade in a wood for stone thing.
Right, I will have a gold.
Thing. Right, 2 victory point, 2 soldiers.
No, and another one. 3 for the
Three
soldiers
soldiers.
stable.
To look at the creeping doom.
2, 3. Oh my good God! Oh my good God!
A stone and a gold. Is that going to be a nightmare, is it?
Margaret, what do you want?
2 stone and an eye.
Aye. Oh, all your eyes.
Is it? Right, you building?
Me, yeah, I'll build a wizard's castle or guild.
Yeah.
So it's 2 gold.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's for 2 stone. Is that right? And 2 wood.
Okay. I'm going to build twice. So I'm going to get a stable. And I'm going to buy a stone wall as well. And it gives me 4 victory points.
Want to get a recruiting centre?
Mm-hmm.
Gain 1 victory point. You may spend one of these as if they were goods.
Right.
I'm going to build a stone wall. Gives me 2 victory points.
Doesn't bode well. Okay, is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Right, so we move on to this. Goods for soldiers. I can't do anything.
but I can use that as a good.
Yeah.
But it says pay only 1 good per soldier to recruit in phase 7.
You doing anything, Mumsy?
Where's that? Which one's that?
Which what? Barracks.
Oh, I've got one of those, haven't I? Yeah. Yeah, well.
The
What are you doing?
Paying for a soldier.
Yeah, but have you got this the thing that lets you do that?
Yeah, barracks.
Yeah, but that's not what it does. You pay only 1 good per soldier, but you need the thing that lets you use this.
right. During phase 7, you may spend a token as if they were goods.
Have you got this
No, she
No,
used the
at
good.
bottom.
She
Yeah.
used the good.
and the recruiting centre?
You pay only 1 good
You
per
need this as
soldier.
well.
Oh, what did you throw in? One of these
No.
or one of these?
No,
Gold.
one- just a
Oh,
gold.
Oh, gold, was that? I
Yeah,
thought you
sorry.
chucked in that
Yeah,
thing.
sorry.
No,
I didn't see.
only 7.
Right.
So I've gone up one, have I?
Yeah.
And right, okay.
That's it then.
My go.
Right.
Now, I'm going to buy. I've got that as well.
Okay.
You only pay 1 good per soldier.
It's going to be bad then. Right. Winter.
How come you didn't get any soldiers?
Gamble.
9.
Dragons.
You didn't roll
Dragons.
I
Oh.
know.
the dice.
Come on, give me a 6.
5.
Oh.
So we all move up 5, do we?
Yeah, maximum 9.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Try for
1,
dragons.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Right, so
I think it's demons. I think dragons
Yeah.
are because there's
Oh,
no dragons on
demons.
so
there.
in turn order, what have you got? You need 2. You've got that, haven't you?
Yeah,
You've
I've got the demons one as well.
got demons, it's dragons.
Did your
Oh.
mum get 3 victory points?
Well, you got
What's
1,
dragons then?
2, 3.
There's probably no.
I've got the wizard's guild, so that's 2 as well.
Yeah, so you get 2 points then.
3 in it, plus 3.
Plus 3, yeah.
Yep.
And I've got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Or
Yeah, I've probably got
9.
9.
Yeah.
Right, so that's that. So if there's have you got anything on your thing that gives you extra victory points, like but
I'll have to have a look.
like the cathedral, you can trade in 1 victory point for every 2 goods that you've got.
Yeah, I've got the cathedral.
Right.
So that's 2.
Get rid of that.
I've got at the end of every year receive a building, but
Yellow, I'm green. You just moved up yellow.
Yeah.
Well, it's 2, isn't it?
No,
I was
1.
on 50.
Get 1 point.
I put
1 point for every 2 goods.
every 2 goods. Sorry. Right.
You
Okay.
got any goods, Gary?
no.
No. I don't think there's any other things that give you victory points at the end of the game, is there?
No.
No, 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 no.
Your mum's
no.
won this.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I think that's it.
I was behind most of the time, wasn't I?
Caught up quite well.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do. That's it then.
Mm.
Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's just obviously a couple few rules goofs,
Yeah.
weren't there? At the
That
beginning.
helps with all that. Doesn't it? Can I see what the stinker was?
It's dragons.
And it was
Yeah, it didn't
Minus
have no
5.
dragons.
9,
What were
right.
demons then?
They're in
Is
there.
that random?
Yeah, there's loads of
Oh.
different ones.
Oh.
I was going to say there's no dragons on there, so I thought I'll get the
Yeah.
demons just in case it came under.
Yeah.
Have you got no dragons at all?
Not on the board, no, just
Ah,
demons.
that was good. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
that fluff at the beginning, wasn't it?
And that
We
king.
have to play it again, then
Yeah.
we know what we're doing right from the beginning,
Yeah.
don't we?
Yeah, 1 or 2 like real head.
No.
You know what I mean?
There's just a lot to sort of little fiddly bits to remember,
But
isn't
you've
there?
got to keep looking to see
Yeah,
what
it's
you
trouble, yeah.
you skip out on as well.
Things,
You do. And that is weird. So